Hey there, Twisters. Welcome to our stream for Game 4 between the Carolina Hurricanes and the New York Islanders. Today, the Isles need to win at home if they want to extend the series to a fifth game. Or do the Hurricanes have a sweep in mind? Have the brooms gotten taken out of the closet, if you will? But anyway, we're going to be live for this entire game. We'll see how the Isles respond after yet another a game where they just came up a little bit short here, but it should be a fun one with you Twisters here on this Saturday afternoon or morning if you're still where I am here in the Pacific time zone. Florida Panthers, Remy the Kitten, Cody's back. Elizabeth was at least here at one point. Jake's here. Feels like a sweep. Yeah, it looks like we could possibly get multiple sweeps in the first round, guys. Hey, Mike, what's going on, man? Let me know of course, we got the poll going on, but let me know if you have a score prediction for today. I'm going to say 4-1 Isles is my prediction for today. I think that whoever's in goal, I would think they're going to stick with Varlamov. I think he'll hold things down pretty well. But, of course, I am a bit of a Hurricanes supporter here, but I rocked my orange today, even though it's not the Islanders. I got my San Francisco Giants shirt on, but hey, they used to play in New York, right? Well, anyway, and of course, we got Cortana hanging out with us. And anytime there's a goal or a super chat, she'll be getting herself a little snack here. Ready, girl? Let's get a practice round in. Whoop. Okay, that was a really bad pass on my part. That's why it's a practice round. But yeah, thanks for joining everybody. Panthers and Canes sweep. I first and foremost would think it would be the New York Rangers sweeping the Washington Capitals. Last night was a crazy blowout. We had two sort of blowouts. Really, with the Avalanche and Jets, it came down to the Avs capitalizing on their power play. But yeah, the Oilers were in full gear, fourth gear, if you will, in the first period of that game. Happy Sunday. Stoked for tonight. Got your Stone jersey, and you are ready. Man, I'm sure not a whole lot of fans. I'm sure a few of them out there, but I'm sure. Wow, Henrik Lundqvist, what a suit, buddy. I'm sure that a lot of fans weren't expecting to be up 2-0 heading back to Vegas. So absolutely, I would imagine being fired up if I were you. You feel bad for Cortana. Oh, that's okay. That's all right. She'll get through it just fine, right, girl? At the end of the day, she doesn't get any more treats for the Islanders winning as she does the Hurricanes or any other team. So Remy hates the Lightning. And I'll be watching that game today with one of my friends who kind of does like Tampa, but I'll put on my Florida Panthers shirt to piss him off. But anyway, yeah, we got a full slate of games this afternoon/evening. We've got game 4 between the Maple Leafs, and we'll see if Maple Leafs and Bruins, and we'll see if William Nylander is going to make it into the lineup. It says that he is likely back tonight, though, and that is a huge addition for Toronto. And then, of course, we got the Golden Knights hosting the Dallas Stars. And do we have a fourth game today? I didn't even check. But yes, we do have Florida and Tampa, of course. That drops at 5 Eastern. So this game, Battle of Florida at 5 Eastern. 8 Eastern, we've got Boston, Toronto. And then 10:30, we've got Dallas and Vegas. And we'll hopefully make another live stream either Monday, if not Tuesday. I got to still get live for a Predators and Canucks game. I haven't done the Rangers and Capitals series yet either. Mitch Marner. Yeah, paging Mitch Marner, right? Predicted sweeps in the East last year. Well, I never predicted any sweeps myself. Player of the game prediction for Isles and Hurricanes. I'm going to say we get a big game from Barzell. I think he's going to be a huge catalyst today. He'll be my player of the game, and Varlamov's going to look pretty good too. Okay. Justin, hey, welcome back, man. Go Canucks, says Remy. Oh, boy, Vancouver, they fought off the Predators' attack yesterday. DeSmith looked great from what I saw. Mine is Gensel. Okay. Boy, oh, boy. Just watching his top line of Aho and Jarvis in person, that was amazing, man. I had so much fun watching them in that game. The We Want Florida chant is funny. I don't think we're going to be hearing that, though, should Boston move on to the next round, right? Cortana's so cute with the shirt. Yep. And don't forget, you can buy one for your favorite fur friend in our merchandise store. Just see the video description for a link to that. But yeah. 18 MVO. Who's your team? I myself, I mean, I'm a Sharks fan, but the Hurricanes are kind of my second favorite team. But yeah, we've got 5-3 Hurricanes. Okay, well, we get some goals today, says Jake. Anybody else have a score prediction? Avalanche. Okay. Oh, by the way, what a clinic you guys put on. And like McKinnon hasn't had to do nearly as much as I thought he would have. Like last night, I thought that Nichushkin and Lehkonen were also they looked very involved out there. They've been great additions to that team. But yeah, wait until they get Rantanen going. Can a shirt fit a duck? Great question. I don't know for sure, but if you check out the merchandise store, you can see there's somewhere in there where you can, go to the pet shirt page, and then you can actually see what the dimensions are for the shirts. The extra small probably fits like a really tiny cat. So maybe. Florida Panthers likes Barzell. Have I heard the song about the Bruins? What's that anyway? What? 4-2 Kane, says Dean. That's pretty realistic. I think the Islanders will fight back in overtime because we don't have shootouts in the playoffs. But a 3-2 overtime victory. Okay. I mean, whatever. The Hurricanes aren't going to give them that much room out there, right? But I don't know about a song about the Bruins. I know the song "Time to Go" by Dropkick Murphys is about the Bruins. On thinking maybe moving Malkin to the wing and getting another second line center. There you go. Well, Elias Lindholm's going to be out there. Canes and Rangers in round 2. Yeah, I mean, like that could be a fantastic series. Now, as a Canes supporter, I am kind of worried about this, but New York is legit, man. They've got a whole lot going for them. They're finding ways to win in a number of ways, really. 2-1 Islanders in overtime with Barzell. Yeah, I think this is going to be a good game for him. A particularly good game for him. A tentpole moment in his career on the island. Canes steamroll the Rangers next round. I hope you're right, Chris. I hope you're right. You have to watch Ottawa do the voiceover for Chara winning the cup over Vancouver. I mean, I know obviously he was the captain, so they probably have a lot of audio of him doing that. Adam, welcome. What's going on, man? Game ends 4-3 in overtime, but the question is which team then? What's the board looking like for today? I'm not planning to do the board today. That doesn't mean I won't find a way to give out a sticker, perhaps. Celebrating went to Utah. I know, right? Because I mean, those Coyotes or those former Coyotes, there's a lot of firepower there, man. We're looking at a puck drop in just about 3 minutes, by the way, and yeah, watch the Canucks win the cup without Thatcher Demko. That would be insanity, man. What's up, Adam? Thanks for. Oh, we got a couple Adams hanging out with us. Right on. Ottawa getting rid of the Scooby-Doo logo. Yeah, I think that the classic logo is certainly better for them. To hang out with Jaws and Kyle a few weeks ago. Oh, thanks, man. Hope you guys can do it again sometime. I know if we lived closer, we'd probably do that more frequently. But yeah, I had a blast. It was so fun, just like actually getting to be in that environment, with his the streaming the streaming station, and then of course where he records both of his other types of videos. Liam O'Brien, the spicy tuna. I don't know where that comes from. That was pretty funny though. How he kind of introduced himself to the fans. But yeah, 2 sweeps possibly. We could have multiple, man. We could have as many as 4, right? We got 3 sweeps potentially lined up in the East, and we've got Golden Knights and Stars. I'm sorry, I'm just gonna say Mika. I'm gonna say Mika, but if it's Micah, I'm happy to correct. But welcome back, and hope we have a fantastic game. Potentially 2 sweeps tonight. Oh yeah, and then potentially 1 tomorrow with the Rangers and the Capitals. I mean, I just can't see the Capitals winning. Honestly, they look pretty lifeless out there, and I mean, I love seeing an upset and that sort of thing, but really, with that last team in the East. It would have been something if we would have gotten the Red Wings against the Rangers. That would have been a fun one. Stanley Cup winner prediction. Well, it doesn't look very good because here I'm going to soften the blow, but let's start out with the bad news. I picked the Jets over the Lightning. My bracket might be busted as early as today, but my preseason cup prediction was Avalanche over Hurricanes, which that's not a very sexy pick, but there you go. I had Dallas over Bruins. Okay, ooh, not looking the best right now. 10,000 years from now, but we're gonna win one. I'm gonna be rolling in my grave, but there we go. Knights and Bruins, certainly a possibility. The Dave Goucher Cup. If a 5-minute major penalty happens anytime in the game, I have to eat a whole pickle. I don't have any whole pickles. I just have the little pickles that you put on a sandwich or a burger or whatever. But yeah, I don't have anything like that lined up. It's a little bit too early for me to be consuming any adult beverages, considering it's not even noon out here. But we've got Varlamov in goal here for the Islanders, and we're about to get underway from UBS Arena, the home of the, what will that be, the 2025 All-Star Game? Greetings from Montana. Oh, hey, what's going on? How's the weather my way? It's very Idahoan. It's just cloudy. Looks like it's going to pour rain, but didn't really rain much yesterday. Oilers got feisty last night. Yeah, both those Western games got pretty feisty. And the Isles winning the faceoff and sending one down to Freddie Anderson, and we'll have a puck out of play in the first 10 seconds. 2026. Oh, thank you for correcting me there. Yeah, 2026 All-Star Game. Cool. Samsara says, go Canes. I'm rooting for them myself. Praying Toronto pulls out a win tonight. Yeah, and who knows? Nylander could make a big difference should he get back into the lineup, and it looks like that will happen. Brendan Dillon got a bad cut. I know that I saw him go to the locker room, but yeah, I don't know what's going on with him, but I imagine he's probably just fine. Super pumped about the lottery. Yeah, that's right, man. And of course, we will be live here on the channel for the draft lottery. And so if you want to see a crazy Sharks fan either cry in agony or rejoice by probably lifting up Cortana and I don't know, chugging a beer or something like that, then make sure you stop on by for that. That's going to be May 7th around 7 or 8 Eastern. That's probably when they do, I think like 7 or 7:30 Eastern, they'll do the draft lottery. But yeah, we'll update our scheduling for that. Hawks win it all. Yeah. Sharks, they're a little bit more in need of a number 1 overall pick versus Chicago. That's for sure. Isles behind the net here. Palmieri off the side of the net. And Bernsey, kept in by Romanov. And now looks like Burns can send it the other way. And the Hurricanes can change up. Did I watch the Stadium Series Islanders and Rangers? No, I was actually not available for that game. Thoughts on Quinn? Yeah. Oh, Micro. Hey, yeah, I'm back. Just for this one today, though. But yeah, I mean, poor Quinn. I mean, like he's not going to do much better just given the roster, right? Or a coach isn't going to do that much better with that team. So it kind of sucks considering it was Greer's hiring, for Quinn. So it's kind of like, why, what was the point of that if he was only going to last 2 years and this team isn't going to make much progress next year, right? So I thought maybe one more year with him. But anyway, we'll see what happens there. I'm more concerned about the draft lottery right now, though. If we get Macklin, you will chug many a beer. Wonderful. Probably from the Big Sky Brewing Company, I would assume. Where you can enjoy a good old moose drool. I'm not watching the game right now. Basically, I'm your play-by-play. Oh, okay. Well, I better step my game up here. Only one shot on goal so far in the first 2.5 minutes, and Chatfield's going to shoot this in, see if the Hurricanes can get on the forecheck here with Jack Drury's line. And here's Drury at the half wall, working around the net. Stefan Nason, former San Jose Shark. Gets put down into the ground by an Islanders defender. McLean, actually. Technically a forward. At the point, Orlov, he had a goal the last game. And now Nason looking for somebody up front. Hurricanes' fourth line going to work here. They're looking pretty sharp. So wait, Nason's playing on that line now, huh? And now a shot high off the glass there from Orlov. Islanders might try to send this the other way. And now, nice job. Good defensive support at the top of the Hurricane zone. Jason, what's going on? Big Sky is the best. Yeah, me too. I do like it quite a bit. Top favorite NHL teams? Number one. Whoop. Number one, Sharkies. That's kind of my hometown team. Second favorite team is the Hurricanes. It's kind of been that for between them and the Panthers. It's been like that for like 6 years. Those have been two of the teams I've liked the most. But I also like the Kraken. That's the closest team to me now. I should StreamYard someone to join so I'm not talking the whole time. Cortana, I need some help, girl. Help me out. Play me off. Poor Quinn, it wasn't on him. The roster was shockingly bad. You know what I liked about Quinn was the guy was, a chance in front for the Isles. They're trying to stuff it through the pads. And Anderson able to stand up the shooter, maybe off the rebound there for Engvall, and a nice stick lift from the Canes defense, and they'll send it down. Favorite NHL team in Canada? Not really. Maybe the Flames, but I don't know. I haven't really had a favorite Canadian team in a while. Yeah. But of course, I'd be happy to see one win this year. Don't get me wrong. Any of the four teams I'd be cool with. Calgary, yeah. Tree Living had the hardest job going into the NHL this year. And so, the guy has done what he's needed to do, right? Getting Hannafin off the books because he wasn't going to re-sign. We'll see if he's able to move Markstrom with one more year left on his deal. I don't know if that's going to happen this offseason. And he was able to didn't they have shoot? No, they had Toffoli 2 years ago, I think. Well, anyway, he's doing a fine job so far because he just inherited a horrible situation. But they dumped a lot of guys. Yeah, and I think that was necessary for them. Recommendations of what to watch once the season ends. Anybody have any recommendations? We've got Major League Soccer and Major League Baseball happening. But really, watch the NHL draft. I would certainly recommend that toward the end of June. Yeah, I agree, Dean. He should have had the chance to coach with a better roster. And the team was so fun to watch in his first year with how bad their roster was because of course, having Carlson for that year. And Meyer was a 40-goal scorer overall in the season. Hit the gritty. Gritty being the like button. Damn it. Sometimes a little bubble pops up. Anyway, smash the like. Slap shot it. Give it a little skadoosh. Going to be a boring offseason? I hope not. There's some... Who are the free agents, right? I know Lindholm obviously is a free agent. Ooh, Chatfield nearly had a hooking penalty there or tripping. But the Islanders, they've had some good zone time here early in this game, just about 5 minutes in. Stamkos, yeah, he's a free agent. Now entering the zone is Slavin. And, ooh, boy, not a very good possession for him there as the Islanders are able to easily clear that down. Now Bortuzzo jumping into the play, and Horvat cycling it to the slot. Nice read by Slavin. No defender is better at back checking than Jacob Slavin. Bortuzzo in the slot. Nice poke check there from Kotkaniemi. Horvat sending it around the net. Slavin able to chip it to an open space there for Natchez. And now KK will take it from center ice. He'll dump in. Danelle, hey, what's going on, man? Well, even though we're not getting a Battle of New York, your Rangers are going to have a chance to probably take it to the Hurricanes to redeem the Islanders in round 2. You would take Stammer. Yeah, I wonder what he's looking for. What do you think about? You think he's going to probably get about maybe like a 5x8, something like that? Stamkos goes to Vegas somehow. Yeah, watch. They'll find a way. Because the Knights, they have Stevenson and Marchessault on the coming off the books technically. But yeah, Marchessault, he'll get a good payday if he wants to test the open market. Most European rinks are bigger. Yep, that's true. The Preds fans smashing a car. Yeah, I have. Least 3 favorite teams. I'll leave that to your imagination. But I'm a Sharks fan, right? And we had two rivals in California. We've had two rivals in California for the longest time. They'll have to dump some D. Yeah. Oh, they'll find a way to make things work. Um, with no movement clauses. Oh, they have a lot of those over there? I didn't think so. Hmm. Your friend DB Sweeney, the actor? The actor DB Sweeney? Really? There aren't that many DB Sweeneys out there. The Golden Seals throwback, love that. Yeah, that turned out great. I wasn't I wasn't super enthusiastic about them doing that, but the overall uniform looks so cool, and I love the numbers, like how the colors look on there. It looks fantastic. Do I hate John Tavares? No, I mean I'm not an Islanders fan, so I don't hate John Tavares, but obviously his departure was a franchise defining moment for the Isles. But of course, it was addition via subtraction for New York because Barry Trotz came in and he turned them into almost a cup contender. I mean, like they almost beat the Lightning twice. I got a $5 super chat here from Dustin. Thank you so much, man. Good afternoon. Let's go Panthers. And I'll be watching that game with my buddy later today. All right, Cortana, ready? Treat. Whoop. That was a horrible throw. That was my worst of the playoffs. But I appreciate that, man. Callie Finn, the best Adidas out there. I'm gonna get me one. Got to start taking these super chats and putting them towards something. An Isles fan, but you don't hate JT. Okay, good. I'm sure that there are some out there as well. It is something when somebody decides to play for the team they grew up watching. And as a Sharks fan, it was so cool seeing Los Gatos native Devin Cooley break into the organization this year. And we'll see what happens with Celebrini, considering he played for the Junior Sharks. They have to wear the white skates next time. Yeah. As ugly as that would look, I would support it. All right, here comes Natchez at the dot and just wide of the pad of Varlamov. Pinching in is Orlov. Now, Pajot, good defensive support from behind his net. Bortuzzo trying to backhand this out. Kept in by Chatfield, but looks like the Hurricanes will change up. Let's see here. A preference for the Sharks' new coach? Not specifically. I mean, you could hire a former Sharks coach. You could hire Woodcroft. You could hire McClellan. I'd like to go with somebody who's a little bit more fresh. I wouldn't mind trying Warsofsky, but I don't want the Sharks to ruin Warsofsky. He's been so successful as a head coach before he joined the Sharks organization. So I want to see that someday, but I don't know. I guess I would be surprised if they didn't interview him though. Yeah, it looks like the Hurricanes are going to go on the power play. Yes. Here with 12:46 left in the period, we'll give the Hurricanes a power play. Okay. Wait, here we go. Bob Bugner. Yeah, what if we had a coaching staff of Todd McClellan, his assistants, Jay Woodcroft and Bob Bugner. But who knows? The assistants might stick around. I would not be surprised if that's the case. I remember the Panthers had a Leaping Cat logo with a hockey stick that was broken, but I heard the Sharks asked them not to use it. Oh, really? I didn't know about that specifically. You could be right. Hoping the Canes can sweep. Do you think we have a chance? I do. The Islanders have come out pretty hungry. They've actually largely not largely, but they've had, I think, a majority of the zone time so far. But here we go. Burns from the dot. Loose in front. And Jarvis puts it in. And the Hurricanes power play jumps on top early. Seth Jarvis, 34 goal scorer or something like that? Seth Jarvis continues what has been a fantastic campaign. And speaking of free agents, he's an RFA, but I imagine that guy is going to get a nice contract from Don Waddell. Here you go, Cortana. That's a good girl. There you go. Cortana is like, I don't care who wins. Just give me your treats. Yeah, Kane, says Uncle. Hi. Damn it, the Hurricanes score first, which the Islanders didn't need after all that work. Exactly. Like they were looking really good 5-on-5, but yeah. Do it for Jake. Not again. It makes me think of Beer Fest, if anybody knows what I'm talking about. Oh, not again. The cup is ours. Hey, who knows? They might have to beat the two teams that knocked them out the past 2 years to get to the final. But if they do, I think they're more than capable of taking it home this year. I would love to see it, man, especially for Brent Burns and Stefan Nason too, for that matter. Jets from the. Oh, that's right, Adam. That's right, man. Yeah, Seth Jarvis. Oh, 2-on-1 for the Isles. Here they come. A shot and Anderson the save. Islanders need to retool. They're old and slow. I mean, they have some good pieces, but I think you're right though, man. They need a little bit more. I guess a little bit more speed. I would say. All right, here's Barzell getting a shove there from Shea, and now lifted out and cleared with the first 9 minutes gone by. Knights going up 3-0 tonight. Dude, I don't see how they don't coming back home. First playoff game since game 5 of the final, right? I think they're going to be just bursting with gusto, if you will. Is Granlund a free agent? No, not until next year. Not until next year. But Granny, man, his first few games in Teal were not good, but the guy picked it up pretty damn quickly. Freddie Anderson was a Canes draft pick. Oh, yeah, I forgot about that. Devils need to get tougher and grittier. They got pushed around all season. Yeah, the injuries didn't help, but they could use a little bit more toughness at forward. I can't really think of a forward in the top 6 who's going to be a menace out there, right? They got a lot of skill, absolutely, but yeah, they need some more toughness there. Cheers from Ontario. All right, thank you, George. Here, Cortana's enjoying the game because she's getting rewarded with treats. Here we go. Ready? Let's see if I can get this one. My game. I'm off my game so far. Here we go. 1, 2, and 3. There we go. There it is. Losing Dougie Hamilton. Yeah, that hurt. Yeah, Granlund was not a great Penguin for sure. It makes no sense. Yeah. All right. First 10 minutes gone by. Shots even at 5. And the Islanders able to get a clear here, but the Hurricanes, well, now they're going to have to fetch this in their own zone with an easy pad save from Anderson. Lee trying to chip that in, but a nice back check. Now here comes Teravainen. A lot of defensive support there. And now Nature's looking to set up a teammate. Didn't get a good pass off there. And now Engvall, who I believe is under contract for 5 more years. The Lou Lamoriello special. Stupid penalty. Veterans don't do that. Yeah. I mean, you can't, when you're down 3-0, you can't just, squander the chances you've already created. They did a nice job and then put the Hurricanes power play out there, right? Theo says, go Canes. Markstrom on the trade market. What about goaltenders? Oh, yeah. The Devils, for sure. Because right now they have what? Jake Allen and Kaapo Kähkönen. Is that right? Because like we now the Sharks have their goaltenders. They have Blackwood and Vanacek. That's right. Yeah, exactly, Danelle. You know how that is. Why does Lou make his players shave their face? Yeah, I know, right? Is the number 1 pick as good as Bedard? No. Celebrini, I think out of draft prospects in the last 5 years, I think Celebrini only ranks below Bedard and Fantilli. So he's still a really good number 1 overall pick. So yeah. Make them respectable like the Yankees. How's that working out for the Yanks these days, huh? Just a friendly jab. I'm not a Mets fan, by the way. If the Sharks get the number 1 pick, we are get me to the Sphere. Oh God, that would be fantastic. That's one of the few ways I'd get out to Vegas at this point. Although I'd have to probably wear like sunglasses and like a safari hat to conceal my identity a little bit. You would have taken Fantilli over Bedard. A better all-around game. Yeah, I'd say just based on what we've seen so far, then that's the case. Lou's still thinking this is the NHL of the 80s and 90s. Yeah. Isles don't know how to stay out of the box. Well, actually, they were the third least penalized team this year. Would I get a Sharks tattoo? Well, I already have one. But like, if they ever win the Stanley Cup, I'll do something with it here. I have to buy it. Okay. Yeah, I have just one, right? I just have that one. That's it. Good girl. Uh, all right. Here's Jordan Stahl. Apparently, that's like my NHL doppelganger. Chatfield able to send this down, chipped in behind Varlamov, and now jumping in his stall. The captain looking around for looked like Jarvis there, the goal scorer so far. Now Carolina trying to re-enter, but a stray puck lands on the stick of Dobson. Mayor of Tent Town. Oh, what? I love Chatfield, by the way. Oh snap! Never knew that. I got a Panthers one. Oh yeah. Would I stop watching the Sharks for $1 billion? Yeah, for 1 billion, yeah. For 10 million, I might too. Jordan Stahl or Reimer, yeah, yeah. I get a lot of Reimers as well. Still love Bernsey, absolutely, man. One of my all-time faves. All right, Barzell handing this off to Horvat. Now out at the point, sent down for Barzell. Looking for Pollock jumping into the play. And now behind the net, Horvat, good job crawling that puck, looking to center it to somebody in front. Zizekas. Oh, he's playing with those guys, huh? A shot from the point, and Anderson maybe fought that off. Svechnikov. Oh, it's Kenny Albert on the broadcast. Jarvis is a dog. He's got that dog in him, dude. The guy's been amazing to watch this year. Yane Niinema. I don't know what he looks like. Sexy Jerry says heavy hitting so far. And sometimes you got to take a hit to make a play, right? Oh, turnover and a shot and a nice block there from Pellick. Islanders or Rangers? As in, who's a bigger threat or who I want to win? Well, I don't want the Islanders to win this series per se, but in a battle for New York, I'll take the Buffalo Sabres first, but I'll take the Islanders second. I don't hate the Rangers though. And so does the Rangers. Do they start round 2 soon, or how does that work? Oh yeah, does anybody have any insight on that? Sometimes those series will start before the rest of the first round ends. I look at it this way. I mean, they're going to need to start the second round kind of early, just because we might have multiple sweeps. You got a playoff beard going. Yeah, you grow a good one, man. Yeah, Cortana. Every time I do a live stream like this, I always make sure that she gets plenty of exercise beforehand. So we played some frisbee earlier, and she was very, very skilled at catching those out of the air. And so I just want to make sure I take care of her before I take care of you guys. But yeah, Lou Lamoriello is not exactly the executive you want in today's NHL when building a team for the style of play that the NHL favors these days. To reply to Danelle, kind of shocked that Sorokin didn't get the nod. I don't know, man. I feel bad for the guy. I mean, Varlamov was the hot hand going into the playoffs, but Sorokin is a fantastic goalie. I know it wasn't quite as good of a year for him. I know the Islanders weren't helping him out with how many shots they were giving up, but like, damn, dude, he looks really defeated. I hate seeing that though. Varlamov's a great goaltender still. Varley, especially with what he did with Washington and even Colorado, I don't think he'll make the Hall of Fame, but he deserves some recognition like that, I think. Patrick Waugh has a thing for Varlamov. But yeah, I think that they need to shake things up over there. We'll see if how Patrick Waugh does though going forward. All right, we go to another commercial break. Still 1-0 on the goal from Seth Jarvis on the power play. The Oilers are scary this year, says JJ. Well, let's see what happens if they have to meet up against like the Golden Knights or the Avalanche in the conference final. I'm still not there with them, and that's mostly because of it's mostly because of Skinner in this case. Defensively, they looked good last night, though. Let's see here. 5 most improved players. Oh, gee, that I would need 30 minutes to think about. I'll extend this to the chat though. Anybody have a good most improved players this season? I think we saw one of them score a goal here. Seth Jarvis absolutely should get a nod for one of the most improved players this year. He was fantastic. Uh, let's see here. Hope they trade Engvall. He's got 5 years left on his deal. That would be horrible, man. Byfield, great pick, Quentin Byfield. I mean, not that he needed to improve. It's just that he was due for a breakout. Lucas Raymond, yeah, dude, the guy was so clutch this year. Jason Robertson, I don't know about that. I don't think the goal scoring was there for him this year. At least maybe his all around game took a step forward. Some people might say Wyatt Johnston was just a breakout this year again. Somebody who was going to probably expand on what he did last season as a rookie. Avs and Knights are not as good this year. Really? I mean, Avs looked really good last night. Are they as good as they were 2 years ago? Yeah, I don't think they are. But the Golden Knights, dude, I mean, look at what they're doing to the Stars. Niels Hoglander, yeah, kind of a nice bounce back for him. Reinhardt, I mean, shoot, I've always really liked Reinhardt because he's really good defensively. But yeah, the dude was just automatic this year. Probably 3 on the former Coyotes. Yeah, that's a good call out. Worst contracts in the league right now. Oh boy, that's a good one. Engvall's is not good, mostly because of the term, not the AAV. It's fine. Oilers have too many mistakes. Like, oh, yeah. Without Raymond, the Wings would have finished with just 77 points. Yeah, dude, he was a lot of fun to watch. Well, he was playing great with Larkin, right? They had some great chemistry this year. All right, Aho's going to lift this clear to center ice. And Fashing will help the Islanders re-enter the zone. Romanov has the puck poked away. Darnell Nurse, yeah, that's a fair one. Aho handing it off. And now Svechnikov looking to center that. Off the rebound and a shot wide from Shea. He can score, Brady Shea. He's had a couple of good seasons putting the puck in the net. And he's a free agent. Shea and Pesci are free agents. Like the Hurricanes are going to have some work to do in the offseason. Utah 2 or 3 years before they're serious cup contenders. That could be, man. That could be. They've got lots of firepower. Flyers hockey sufferer. Thanks for jumping in. Sorry you guys couldn't make the playoffs. I was kind of. I mean, I've always kind of liked the Capitals, but I was kind of hoping it would be the Flyers and the Red Wings this year. Nurse, Nylander and Marner. What now? Nylander's contract is, I think, way too high for sure. So give his agent a lot of kudos. I like Nylander, but for this, he's making like more than Pasternak is, and I'll take Pasternak over Nylander pretty much any day. I think I did, Danelle. I did talk about Lamoriello, at least. I think this is it for Canada. If the Oilers or Jets can't do it, then it's going to be a long drought. Well, I mean, how much longer are we going to have to wait, right? Like the Canadiens could be pretty good in a couple of years. They could be pretty darn good, I think. But yeah. Yeah, I did answer that earlier, Danelle. A full offseason for who? Fedotov? Oh yeah, that guy's like, isn't he like 6'8" or something crazy? It was tough to root for anyone for that playoff chase. Oh yeah, the Caps look spent though. Yeah, that's one way to say it. And all yeah, I heard about their defensemen who were in the lineup. I'm like, wait, these guys are on the Capitals? I had no idea. All right, down to 3:30 in the first period. Hey, Cortana, manners, girl. Okay, if you're gonna lick your puppy parts, don't do that on camera. Here's Pellick. Both teams are at 7 shots. Tyler Myers, no, he actually hasn't been traded yet. There we go. Who does the chat prefer more, Ovi or Sid? Thank you, not Dana, Dustin. There we go. There's the D name. Let me give Cortana a treat for that. But I'd say overall, like, of course, Sid is going to have the better career, but like Ovi at his peak was the most exciting player, like him and Patrick Kane. All right, here we go. Ready? Whoop. Clutterbuck down the tunnel. That doesn't help. Natchez, nice little hit in the corner there. Romanov. And the Islanders are going to skate this clear. Have no words for the Bolts. No American team came back from 3-0 in the playoffs. Oh, actually, that has happened a total of 4 times. The 1975 New York Islanders against the Pittsburgh Penguins. I think that's what it is, right, guys? Then we had the Islanders also came back. I think they've come back from down 3-2 or 3. No. Excuse me. The first one was in the Stanley Cup in 1942. The Leafs reverse swept the Red Wings. Then the Islanders in the 70s, right? And then we had the Flyers against the Bruins in 2010 in the second round. And they went to the Stanley Cup final that year. And then, of course, we had the Kings against the Sharks in 2014. Ovi, because Sid owns your franchise. That's funny. If Florida re-signs Reinhart and somehow got Stammer, I don't see how that happens, honestly. I don't know if they have any big contracts coming off the books there in Florida. I didn't think so. Sid more coachable than Ovi. I wonder if Sid is going to consider becoming a coach himself one day. Give it to Travis Konechny. Oh, great call. I loved his season. And Tippett, man, that guy just became an automatic lamplighter. Good picks. Konechny, if they would have gotten in the playoffs, I would have given Konechny a top 10 consideration for the Heart. Ooh, boy. That was a close call there from, was that KK on that shot? How common are reverse sweeps? So coming back from down 3-0 has only happened 4 times in the history of the Stanley Cup playoffs. And one of those came in 1942 when the Toronto Maple Leafs reverse swept the Red Wings in the Stanley Cup final. The Red Wings were a vastly inferior team. And actually what happened was in 42, the Maple Leafs coach, he benched his top 2 scorers and his top scoring defenseman. He benched them for the rest of the finals, and the Maple Leafs reverse swept the Red Wings. You would never see anything like that happen today. Reinhart needs a contract. Montour, yeah. The question is Monty going to be demanding a contract from what he did this year versus last year, or the other way around? Gretzky could have been a great coach if he was one. He actually was. He coached. So you weren't alive yet, actually. Gretzky was the Coyotes coach back in the 2000s, in the aughts. Yeah. Ewoks, what's going on? How can a team make the playoffs and not score a power play goal in 10 attempts? How about the Lightning, top power play in the NHL, and they're only 2 for 12 so far. Spezza, oh yeah, I could see Spezza for sure. Well, he's isn't he like a special assistant or something for Toronto? Forsling was 8 by 5.75. Will want more due to last year. I could see him demanding more because I think that he could get. Could he get an 8? Could he get an 8 by 6 somewhere? Maybe. But of course, with Spezza's was Pittsburgh because yeah, Dubas. That's right. Thank you, Adam. Canes are going to sweep. Well, they're 40 minutes and 13 seconds away. But yeah, Forsling at that rate that's a nice contract, especially with the salary cap rising. That's going to happen in this offseason. Blind Doom says, "Let's go Canes." All they got to do is draw a couple more penalties, and that might help them out by quite a bit. No tax and estate tax in Florida. There you go. Yeah, that period went by really fast. Yeah, we've gotten through the first 20. And a shot from the point there saved by Varlamov. We'll get one more whistle with 7.7 seconds left. Ekman Larson's been a good fit over there, though. But yeah, I'm not sure what his plans are. If he wants more opportunity somewhere else. But yeah, I thought he actually had a pretty good season for them. All right, off the face-off, controlled by the Canes, a shot from Burns. That sails around the net. And now Pageau will just hold on to this and rag it as we get to the first intermission with the Carolina Hurricanes on top 1-0 on a power play goal from Seth Jarvis. All right, guys, I got to take a pee break. Watch Cortana for me, okay? Yeah, good girl, huh? And smash the like while you're waiting for me to come back. All right. Sexy Jerry, on NHL.com, it says that Nylander is likely to play tonight. All right, and we are back. Yeah. All right, so Hurricanes 40 minutes away from advancing to the next round where they will likely face the New York Rangers. Cody hopes to tie up the series tomorrow. Yeah, the Preds, if they can't get more than one past DeSmith, they're in trouble, unfortunately. Trade you draft picks for Riley Smith. Well, hey, we'll take Riley Smith, sure, for a little compensation. That'd be nice. You'll cheer for the Preds. You have 2 of his jerseys. Oh, really? Nice. Usisaros. No goals. What team do I least want to win the cup? Well, I'm a Sharks fan, so I think you can guess based on that. Last night was your you were correct, Colorado and Winnipeg. Actually, I also got the 2 games right. I didn't think that they would be as much of a blowout as they turned out to be, but yeah, I picked, Avs, I think, and I picked Oilers. Uh, Big stretch for Cortana, yeah. D&B, drum and bass or something else. It's the Kings, yeah, Dean's right. It's clearly the Kings. You know, I probably wouldn't have such animosity for them if they went back to purple. Oh my god, yeah, that's right. I haven't seen you on here in a long time. How you doing? The Preds PK blew it. The defense looked good. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, I didn't know that they were surrendering power play goals. No goals. Good news. Oh, not so bad. For Sharks fans, do you guys hate the Ducks more than the Knights? No, we don't. We used to hate the Ducks. That was probably from like '07 to about 2017, 2018. Yeah, because I used to despise the Ducks, but that was mostly because of course, Corey Perry. But yeah, my favorite teams and least favorite teams, that kind of evolves over time. Like, I haven't really felt any animosity for the LA Kings in like 6 or 7 years. Uh, you've also made playoff predictions. Okay, well, who you got? Who you got? What's your who are your final four in the conference finals? Um, I'm a Niners fan, but I got to ask, what do I think about JJ McCarthy? Now, I don't really study like NFL draft prospects, but I just wanted the Vikings to, draft somebody who could become a franchise quarterback. So I'm happy. Overall, I'm happy. If it was, if they would have gotten Drake May instead, I would have been fine with that. But he's coming in with his receivers, including Jefferson and Addison, and they got Hawkinson as their tight end. So he's going to be fine with some weapons. Is the Eastern Conference teams winning shocking to you or not? Not. I mean, I'm just shocked that the Panthers are up 3-0 against the Lightning. I'm shocked by that, honestly. And you conceded 23 goals. Oh boy, I hope you weren't controlling the goal center yourself. You got Hurricanes, Bruins, and then Canucks and Golden Knights. I could see a good path for the Canucks to the conference final. I could. Jets and Oilers, Panthers and Hurricanes. Yeah, Jets in a bit of a hole right now, but I don't know. I still think I think they have something in them, man. I do. Yeah, Gretzky coached the Coyotes. He was in awe of Ovechkin's acrobatic goal. Yeah, I remember. I saw something about that. I think earlier this year too. What team has the best prospect pool? A lot of people would say the Blue Jackets. It depends on kind of like how young you're considering somebody as a prospect. But yeah, the Blue Jackets would be up there. Hey, what's up, Brendan? Hey, so far so good, right? Um, After that, I think the Ducks have to be pretty high up there if you still want to consider like Leo Carlson and Pavel Mintukov and who else am I thinking of? Cutter Gauthier, right? The Ducks have to be probably top three. The Athletic did a prospect pool ranking. They do this annually, of course. I think this was back in like February. I think they had the Sharks in like fourth. That was higher than I would have expected, honestly. But it'll probably be roughly that once we're done with this draft. Hellebuck hasn't looked like himself. Yeah, it doesn't happen with, or it doesn't help that the Jets couldn't stay out of the box as that game progressed. Hit pissed because he had the Isles to win it in 7, and now they're about to get swept because Patrick Waugh didn't start Sorokin. Leave it to a Montreal Canadian to screw your team over, says the Bruins fan. Rip to the Coyotes for sure. For final, you got Hurricanes and Canucks, but the Canucks in 7. Interesting. With the question is, of course, will they have Demko? But so far, that hasn't been an issue for them with DeSmith in net. The Avalanche are too good. They're playing the Oilers. You think that's going to be the conference final? Avalanche and Oilers, a rematch of 2 years ago. I just hope the Avalanche, or I just hope the Oilers don't get swept in that series. Oh wait, whoops! I got to say it's first intermission. My bad. All right. Anything else interesting happening in sports today? Ooh, apparently Damian Lillard has strained his Achilles. That's not fun. And he's on what, the Bucks now? Is that what it is? That's how out of touch I am with the NBA. And I don't even know who my Giants were playing yesterday. Hey, we're almost at 500 again. Nice. We beat which team? Oh, the Pirates. There we go. Favorite college football team? Not really. I mean, if I have a favorite team, it's TCU. One of my favorite players of all time is LaDainian Tomlinson, and that's where he went to school. So yeah, I'd probably say for college football, probably the Frogs down in Texas. There, Kevin Durant's about to get swept. Oh yeah, that's right. He's playing the Timberwolves. Spy Cat. If the Bruins win, they play the Panthers again. Wonder how that will play out. I know that will be really interesting. Absolutely. A rematch of the first round last year. What if situations? Yeah, yeah, for sure. Like, for example, what if Paul Correa didn't get KO'd by Scott Stevens in game 6? I mean, the Ducks won that game, but he doesn't even remember playing game 7. Super underrated program. Yeah, except when they played Georgia in the national championship. That was embarrassing. But I don't really watch college football so much. But yeah. Magic came back from down 20. Yeah, see back in my day, at least, if you came back from 10 or 12 points in the fourth quarter, that was a miracle because it was so much lower scoring. Guessing the Stars and Islanders will be swept. Ooh, the Stars. Yeah, I mean, I could see them going down tonight in Vegas. I could. Been really solid the last decade or so. Oh, TCU, yeah. But no, JJ says Dallas is going to come back. Wouldn't that be something, man? I can't see it happening though. Next year, Columbus all the way. Who knows? I mean, there were only 2 really good teams coming out of the, Metro, this past year, so maybe Columbus could have a chance of getting in the playoffs. Can I see the Hurricanes beating the Panthers? I wanna say outright yes, just because that was really I mean, if you play those 4 games from last year, if you play those 4 games 10 times, it's gonna be at least a 2-2 draw in, like, 8 of those times, I think. It was Bobrovsky just on another level, but, I could see them winning, yeah, but not in fewer than 6 games. But the Panthers are a very complete team. They're gonna be very difficult to take down. Man, my stomach's growling. Well, good thing I don't have to worry about eating a raw jalapeno. Not this time. Not today, Satan. Actually, that wasn't even that bad for anybody who watched me do that on our stream last night. Let's see here. Columbus would be good if they had Bobrovsky and Nash back. Prime Rick Nash was pretty nasty out there for sure. But yeah, so Rick Nash was a former first overall pick by the Columbus Blue Jackets. So yeah, is Greer feeling some heat? Um, the Sharks owners are Hasso Plattner is very, very hands off. He lives in Germany, so he barely ever makes it over to the Bay Area, and if he does, it's to go to the SAP office in Palo Alto. How long will I be on for today? Just this game, and then I have my friend coming over to watch Panthers and Hurricanes. Allmark or Swayman for the Bruins tonight. I don't know why they would. I don't know. I think if Swayman's playing a good game like he did in Game 3, then why wouldn't they just go back to him? But I haven't been following that series super closely. Uh, Vegas would be. Oh gosh. Don't forget though. I mean, LTIR is open for every team. It's just how you decide to use it. I don't want to you know I don't want to open Pandora's box too much on that topic. Yeah, I might need to snack on something honestly. I may not look it, but I mean, I do throw down. I do need a lot of calories. Who does my friend like? He actually kind of likes Vegas, and he also likes Tampa and Nashville. Did I say that with twang? I said Nashville. I don't know why I just said it like that. Uh, I put away. Yeah. Yes, you can attest to that for sure. My one I have one rule. I have one rule when it comes to eating out at a restaurant, and that is you cannot leave any meat on the table, no matter what. You can take it away if you want, but I will help you out. Uh, Panthers have been impressive the last few years. Yeah, I think Bill Zito's done a really good job. He's been aggressive. Not every move of his is a banger, but he's not afraid, man. He'll swing for the fences. Verhage has just become an elite goal scorer and maybe the most clutch scorer in the playoffs. The Kachuk deal has helped them a ton. That's just been a franchise altering trade. And look at like the development of Forsling. Ekblad's been solid for them this year. Montour was a really good pickup for how much they gave away for him. They've done a really good job. Hey, what's going on, Bon? Thanks for jumping in. Uh, it's fried meatloaf on a stick. Oh my god, that sounds amazing. Don't you guys have what do they call them? A pasty, right? Where with the it's like a pastry, right? That's filled with meat. I need about 6 or 7 of those right now. Vegas and Tampa have not broken the rules according to LTIR, and the team owners should vote to close any kind of loophole. Yeah, like I said, I think the best solution going forward is just a hard cap for the playoffs. If it's a couple $1 million more, I'm not opposed to that, but like, make it happen, right? Um, Shaq screening Lundqvist. Oh, I saw that out of the corner of my eye there, but yeah. Think the Panthers are going to win? Well, I'm going to see for myself later today. I'm happy. I'm happy if it's the Panthers winning a Stanley Cup or somebody else who hasn't won yet. Predators, Jets, Canucks. I'm all for it for the most part, as long as like they don't have to play the Hurricanes. Um, yeah, an anime nerd actually likes the Lightning and the Panthers as a Floridian, a native Floridian. I have Notorious Pij in Missoula. Oh, it has great Greek food as well. Interesting. I'm not a huge fan of Greek food, but once in a while I do crave a gyro. Because we only have like one place in town, maybe two. Conn Smythe handed out now. Who is it? Well, it has to be somebody who you expect to be hanging around at the end of all this. I think Jack Eichel has to be a potential pick out here. Um, Brad Marchand, maybe. I don't know if Verhage himself would get it, but Bobrovsky certainly could be in the front, be a front runner for that. Yeah, yeah, Bobo and Zach Hyman. I mean, Draisaitl. If the Oilers make it to the Stanley Cup final, it's going to be largely because of Draisaitl. And some good Euro. Yep. Bob for Conn Smythe. Yeah, he'd probably be up there for me. Bubba. As your honorary Panther, I can't cheer for the Hurricanes. That was such an infuriating series last year. It's like I need to be happy for the Panthers for making the final, but I'm gonna need to take some deep breaths before I can you know accept it and embrace it. Yeah, but what is it? Hyman has 5 goals already. What's the hey guys? What's the record for goals in a playoff run? What do you think it is? About I don't know, 15 or 6? No, no, it's got to be a little bit more than that. I'm gonna say, what's the record for goals in a playoff run? Do you think anybody's cracked like over 25 or something? Rempe, oh boy. I mean, I understand Rempe has been reckless out there, but I do have a soft spot for him because I got to watch him play in juniors a couple of times in person. So yeah. Favorite San Francisco Giant of all time is without a doubt the dude who basically is built like me, and that's Tim Lincecum. I love Timmy. He's all time my favorite, without question. Uh, I used to one time I remember when in the 2010 NLCS I walked into a sports bar when the Giants it was game 6, right? And I walked in there with a Giants hat on, and all these like bar flies turned around. They're like, "Hey, it's Bumgarner." Just a thinner Bumgarner, shorter Bumgarner. All right, we're gonna get underway here with the start of the second period. All right, can the Islanders maybe stir some ish up? Can they, maybe force the Hurricanes into taking a couple of penalties? Are they gonna shake up the lines? The Riverton Rifle, Reggie Leach. What about him? 23 goals is the all-time record in the playoffs. And who was that? Commissioner? Curry had 19 in a playoff run. I could see that. Yeah. I was about to say Bonds. Oh, don't. Maybe I'll just shut my mouth about him. Um, oh, I mean, Barry Bonds is the most dominant the most dominant hitter I've ever seen. You know, steroids or not, man. Uh, Blake Snell now plays for San Francisco. Yep, yep. All right, so you're saying Carolina is going to hold on 3-1? That's possible. Yeah, Reggie Leach was actually at one point early in his career. He was a Boston Bruin, and he just wasn't able to really break in and have opportunity over there, considering they were a team that had a lot of other weapons. But then he goes to the Philadelphia Flyers and he helps them win 2 Stanley Cups. Don't bring up Bonds. He is the greatest of all time. Yeah, it's hard to convince a Giants fan otherwise. I mean, if it's not Willie Mays, of course. Willie Mays is still the GOAT. But Barry Bonds is like maybe the most dominant hitter ever. Ethan, hey, what's going on? Well, we'll see if the Islanders can have a little bit more urgency here. I thought they came out pretty good in the first period. The only blemish really is that power play goal that they conceded. Big Giambi fan. Let baseball have right. That's my thought, right? And it's called the Hall of Fame. It's not called the Hall of Doing Everything Right. It's ridiculous that Pete Rose isn't in the Hall of Fame. You can add notes about you can add a note about his cheating scandal. That's fine. You can do the same for any performance enhancing players who are caught with performance enhancing drugs. You can do that. Just don't take away from the history of the game. Even history is history, whether it's dark or amazing or however you want to say it. But anyway, Alex says, "Let's go Canes." Yes, let's go. Here we go. Into the greatest giant, Willie Mays. Yeah, it still has to be the Say Hey Kid. But yeah, Bonds, especially early in his career with Pittsburgh, was an exceptional runner. I think he had over 400 stolen bases overall. Ty Cobb, yeah, Ty Cobb's in, right? Nashville Sounds Baseball. I have heard of that. Yeah, I don't know much about them other than that, though. If this is somehow going into overtime, the Islanders fans are going to go crazy. Crazy because they're on the edge of their seat. I'd be biting my nails if I were in that building. Zane, what's going on? You were at Game 3 was not fun. Yeah. It's been a frustrating series for them, to say the least. A frustrating series. You think the Hurricanes and the Golden Knights will go to the conference final? I mean, that could very well be a Stanley Cup final matchup. But yeah, Zane, I'm sorry, man. I thought they should have had Game 1. Game 1 should have been theirs. And I mean, they were really close to winning another Game 2. But I don't know. Hopefully this is a message to somebody in the front office to shake things up a little bit. Let's see here. Favorite baseballer of all time is Papi Ortiz. Yeah, loved watching what he could do with the Red Sox there. Although I was a Twins fan as a kid, so I remember Papi on the Twins a little bit. Islanders are going to come back and win the cup. I will name my firstborn kid after you if that happens. Take a screenshot right now. I will name my child Zane Twister Pinkerton. Maybe Zane Peterson Twister Peterson Pinkerton, something like that. Zane Peterson. Mr. Peterson, I think I owe you an apology. Well, I should say you do. Worldly Writer, what's going on? Who's your team here? Favorite baseball player of all time is Ichiro. Yeah, my friend's wife actually said that when she was playing baseball growing up, that she modeled her stance and her like batting routine around Ichiro. Favorite position players are Panda and Crawford. Good picks for sure. You know who one of my favorite Giants of all time was? He was only on the team for a few years, but I loved Ray Durham. He was super good as a Giant. And even though he was briefly a Giant, Kenny Lofton was pretty damn good too. What's the over-under for Marshawn licking someone else's face? That's funny. Well, he's not going to play the Tampa Bay Lightning in the second round. It doesn't look like it. So I think the under is only maybe one time for the rest of the playoffs. With the Islanders, they keep around too many vets. Yeah. And it's not because they can't trade them out. It's just that, well, I mean, they can't trade them out because the deals have been fairly long-term deals for like bottom six players. Let's just give you that example. Engvall's deal was a 6-year contract. Actually, was it 7? I don't know, man. Ray from across the bay. Oh, he's an East Bay native. You know who would have been a really who I would have really liked to see play for the Giants because he always kicked our ass because he was from the East Bay was Jimmy Rollins. Chatfield is shot. Oh, Martin got a tip on it, but Varlamov's going to cover that up with the first 5:18 gone by. Islanders goalie has to lock in. Yeah, I mean, Varlamov looks really good. He's perfect at even strength so far. Yeah, he's an Oakland native. Yeah, I didn't know that. My favorite professional athlete who hails from Oakland would be, of course, the glove, Gary Payton. My all-time favorite basketball player. I got into a couple Mets games this year. Yeah, it's looking like another tough season for them, right? Who is better, Rene or Patrick Waugh? Patrick Waugh. He won 2 Conn Smythes in the playoffs. Pekka Rinne, though, should make the Hall of Fame. Stars need to scratch Ben. Really? They won 2 games this year when he was suspended. I mean, they have a lot. They have a lot of talent otherwise at forward, so it wouldn't hurt them too much. But I wouldn't do it. Captain K-Man. Wait. That's not the Ale. Is that an Ailstorm logo? I think I probably asked you that earlier. Reminds me of a logo of theirs, I think. They were in Spokane just a few weeks ago. I can't believe I missed that show, but I'm going to an awesome concert tomorrow, so I'll redeem myself. I'll wear my Ailstorm wristband. But yeah, you do need some more speed in that Islanders roster. 13 and 12. Oh, really? Okay. Yeah, awesome. Yeah. I love Ailstorm. I did see them one time back in Oakland, actually, but many years ago. So hopefully next time they're in Spokane, I'll go. Rick, nice profile pic, man. But yeah, it's a lovely day. Actually, maybe not lovely, but it's not pounding rain. They're super fun live. Yeah, they probably had some inflatable rubber duckies out there and that sort of thing. All right, here come the Isles. Paul Mary trying to get around Chatfield. He shoots, and I think that went off of Anderson and off the glass here. Now regrouping is D'Angelo. Oh, D'Angelo's out there because Pesci's injured. That's right. How did Spokane do this year in hockey? The Chiefs. I mean, they were the last team to make the playoffs in the West, in the Western Division, and they got swept. Prince George was just a wagon this year. They just haven't been a good team since I've lived out here. But Berkeley Catton could be a top 10 draft pick this year. So I'm looking forward to seeing him. Hopefully, I want to see Berkeley Catton as a Kraken. I would love that. Wait, Don, wait, what? Where are you seeing that? Worldly writer. What? Because I didn't see anything online for that. What? Well, Bob Cole passed a couple of days ago, but not Don Cherry. Um, the O2 World Series. Yeah, that was that was kind of the gateway to me becoming a Giants fan. My dad grew up in the Bay Area, so he was a huge Giants fan always. Um, Top 10 players. Oh boy. If anybody else wants to rank them, we're on the commercial break right now. Uh yeah. Right now I'd say number 1. It would be kind of tempting to not put right now number 1. Maybe Nathan McKinnon. 2 McDavid. Third would be boy. Would you have Kucherov third? Would you have Crosby would be in my top 10 though if you want me to answer that. Cale Makar would maybe be number 3. Able to watch. Got home from Charlotte. Okay, cool, man. Well, hopefully it was a seamless trip for you because that is a few hours. Top goalie right now, I'd say I know Hellebuck has gotten lit up. I probably would have him 1 and Shesterkin 2. Demko would probably be next. I still think Saros is. Oh, Sorokin would still be in there as well. He'll slide down just a little bit because he didn't have that good of a year. Kucherov has to be top 5. Yeah, if you want to pick a top winger, it's hard not to put him. Oh, Matthews, of course. Save by Anderson from, I guess that was Horvat who released that. 10-9, the shots on goal favor the Islanders right now. Quinn Hughes could certainly make a case for a top 10 defenseman. I really like Miro Heiskanen, maybe not a top 10 player in the NHL. Canes might play Kachekov. Yeah, I thought maybe that would happen too. But yeah, Freddie looks pretty good. Will the Canes get the sweep? You know, it's looking like it because I mean the Islanders have not generated much in the way of high danger chances. Yeah, Bobrovsky's killing it, Landley, for sure. Oh yeah, we're in the middle of the period now. Mid-season. Why did I say mid-season? I meant middle of the period. There we go. Svechnikov. Oh, why didn't he shoot that? He should have shot that. But the Canes, I got to say, it's good that they have Svechnikov back in these playoffs. If they would have had him last year, I think that Panther series, I don't think the Hurricanes outright win it by any means, but I think it would have been certainly closer in the overall. Yeah. Can you super chat? Absolutely. Oh, and denied Lee was by the pad of Anderson. That was their best chance. I gladly welcome that, Florida Panthers, and Cortana will get some treats on your behalf. Kurt. Oh, Kurt, don't worry. I'll let you guys down gently. The highest ever drafted goalie, Marc-Andre Fleury, back in 2003, was a first overall pick. It's been brutal for the Islanders, even though they played pretty well at certain points, for sure. Again, if the Canes complete a sweep, I think it was closer than people would think if they heard it was a sweep. I mean, these have all been, 1-goal games? Here's a chance, a shot, and a great glove save off Romanov from Anderson. And the Islanders kind of sizzling a little bit here. Holding the zone fairly good. Better get the first overall pick. Yeah, Bon. Us or the Blue Jackets. Yeah, if we don't get the first pick, but the Jackets do, I won't be all that upset with that. Top 10 Eichel. Eichel would certainly make a case for top 10 though. But yeah, Marc-Andre Fleury was the first overall pick in the very, very well known 2003 draft, which featured the likes of Brent Burns, Ryan Suter, Zach Parisi. Who else was in that '03 draft? Shea Weber wasn't in that draft, was he? I always forget if he was. Joe Pavelski was a seventh rounder that year. Eric Stahl went second overall. There were just a lot of players who had fantastic careers. Carolina struggled to score last year. They look more well-rounded. Yeah, yeah, absolutely. And having Svechnikov back makes a big difference, I think, or can make a big difference. Oh, okay. That's okay, Florida Panthers. That's okay. But you know what? You're welcome to buy some merchandise though. Can't believe Florida's going to retire. The guy's going to be 40, right? I mean, he's had a really long career, and he'll go down as an all-time just iconic NHL player. All right. Well, my broadcast is still behind, even though my Sling TV broadcast has actually been very reliable today, fortunately. All right. Well, Pellick's going to slap this in, and it goes around the net. Slavin trying to seal that off. Hurricanes able to get it all the way down for Varlamov to paddle. And now Natchez looking to find the top of the zone. D'Angelo slaps it in behind the net. Wow, I'm really far behind. Ooh, some contact there behind the net. No call. And now here's Pellick at center ice. There's Barzell trying to shake off a defender. A little shake and bake, a shot, and Anderson was screened in front. He had no idea where that was going. And I said the difference maker today would be Matthew Barzell, and he's on the board. And the Islanders now have life. All right, here we go. Goldtree. Anderson didn't even try. Yeah, he didn't even try because he had no idea where that was going. Because I think Cizikas was able to kind of provide a high screen there. Here you go, girl. Whoop. Look at that catch from Cortana. Matty Ice. Oh, that's right. I haven't heard that in a long time. Yeah, good screen from Cizikas. Canes in 5, so you hope the Isles win this one. Well, they have certainly generated some momentum there. You just found out that Rod Brindamore is in the North Carolina Sports Hall of Fame. Yeah, he's kind of one of those borderline players who hasn't made the Hockey Hall of Fame, but some people think he should get in. Who knows though? Maybe he'll get in one day as a coach. And Frederick, we trust. And some more pressure from the Islanders here. Anders Lee was breathing down Anderson's neck. Best crowd in the NHL. Well, right now, I think you got to give it up for Winnipeg for just bringing yet again an electric playoff atmosphere. Engvall trying to keep the possession alive, and Jarvis will trip this out. Now 2-on-1. Here comes Orlov. He skates in, he shoots, and a pad save from Varlamov. Off the rebound, Jarvis looking to center it. A chance in front of the crease. All kinds of sticks, all kinds of players. And now Burns. But big stop for Semyon Varlamov. All right, sounds good, Florida Panthers. All right, Burnsy. Oh, toe drag. Brent Burns. Oh, off the pipe. We almost got a vintage Brent Burns goal there. If any Sharks fans remember the goal against the Wild where he stick handled around 4 different guys, Svechnikov almost went for the Michigan in front. Oh my God, he had Aho right there on the back door. Oh, so close. Hi, Cortana. Hi, girl. Good girl. And now Burns. And it looks like the Hurricanes are going to go to the power play. All right, now Hurricanes to the power play when we come back from the commercial. All right. What are your picks for the rest of today, guys? Varlamov has been going insane the past 2 months. Yeah, really. Hopefully the Islanders don't need new goalies. Oh, I don't think that the goaltending's a problem at all. I mean, I know Sorokin didn't have his best year. It was more about like, the team was not doing a good job with the shots they were surrendering, and the penalty kill actually took a step back. I think that it took a step back with Patrick Waugh. They were better 5-on-5 though. But yeah, what do you guys think? Who are you picking for the rest of today? I'll say Lightning. I'll say Maple Leafs, and I'll say the Knights. I say the Knights go up 3-0. Sorokin will bounce back. Yeah, even if he's played his last game this year, absolutely. The guy's in the prime of his career. I think that he made a case as the best goaltender going into this year. He'll be fine. They need better defense, not new goalies. Yeah, I mean that if you want to point your finger at something other than the goaltenders, like yeah, I mean look at Varlamov. He's done everything he can in this series so far. Bolts, Leafs, and Knights. That's who you're picking too. Yeah. Hey, we got Jaws. We got a legend in the chat. Flying Fluffy Hockey. Go. First of all, you guys know my buddy Jaws here, big time Florida Panthers fan. Make sure you're subscribed to his channel if you haven't already. But buddy, thank you so much. I appreciate that. For some reason I can't tag you, but thank you, Jaws. Legend. All right, let's give Cortana a treat for that because when that happens, that's actually a donation to my channel too. So here we go, Cortana. And best of luck, Jaws. It'd be something if you guys swept today. And that busts my bracket a bunch. Yeah. Alex is going with the Knights, the Bruins, and the Panthers. So you think that they'll complete the sweep today? Michkov over Smith? Probably not. Not because Michkov isn't less talented. It's just that, it's hard when you've got a player all the way in Russia for 3 more years. You just don't know what to expect. And oh, Kane's still 40 seconds on their power play, by the way. You're going with the Bruins, Panthers, and the Stars getting a win to make it 2-1 Knights in that series. There we go, Patrick. Hey. Yeah, I'm not. I haven't seen anything reported on Don Cherry, Worldly Writer. So that's all I can say for right now. All right, Hurricanes are going to have to re-enter the zone here. Oh, Nason, he comes in, he shoots, and a pad save from Varlamov. Held in, and now fluttered over to Kuznetsov. Thought about the shot. I don't really like Kuznetsov's decision making on these power plays. He has not been very good at that. Hurricanes trying to rip one more, and that goes off Varlamov to the other side of the net. And the Hurricanes holding the zone for just a moment here. Kuznetsov, we're back to full strength. Kuzi pulls up a shot. One-timer, nice save. Varlamov looking real sharp, denying Martin Necas. And now in the slot for Turbo, and a shot a little bit wide of the net. Scooped up by Pollock, and the Islanders come out unscathed. I love saying that word, unscathed. And now we're under 6 minutes in the second period. Barzell able to equalize after the first period goal from Seth Jarvis. All right, now Anders Lee trying to center it in front, and a nice back check on McLean. I didn't see who that was. And Stahl, he'll settle things down for the Hurricanes. Now this is cycled to the top of the zone. Svechnikov. And now the Isles will come back with some speed. Here's Dobson leading the charge. A chance in front, almost to the stick of Dobson. And Palmieri trying to seal the puck off the boards. Burns takes a hit from Palmieri. How old is Cortana? She is 10 years young. Svechnikov, nice cross-ice pass, a shot. Varlamov, an easy save, though. Aho, out to the point for Orlov, and now back to D'Angelo. At the top of the circle, he shoots, and Varlamov might have gotten a piece of that with the blocker. The game broadcast started at 8 p.m. in Sweden. Okay, so not too late. Gensel, and now maybe a breakaway here for the Isles. At the top of the zone, a shot from Palmieri that went a little bit wide. Oh, nice play. Good defensive support in front of the crease there by the Hurricanes. Down to under 4 in the second period. Barzell. And a good block from Kokaniemi. Teravainen dumping it into the New York corner. Bortuzzo puts a hit on him. And Teravainen looking for somebody out in front. Burns able to keep that in from the point. And Natchez and his line will get stripped there by Horvat. A healthy Vegas beating Dallas would not really be an upset. I mean, that's how I saw it going into that matchup, because I didn't even think twice picking Vegas to win that. Hurdle moved to the third line with Dorofeev and Mantha. Interesting. Howden, Stevenson, Stone, lines 1 and 4. I mean, hell, you saw what the Knights were able to do last postseason when they elevated like Howden and Amadio. Like, those guys were scoring a couple of big goals, and I thought, weren't these guys like almost not on NHL teams a year or two ago? But that's the playoffs, man. You get heroes like that at unexpected moments. You're feeling like this would go to overtime? Yeah, it feels like it for sure. Varlamov certainly isn't. He's not backing down, man. He's made some great saves in this period. Anderson actually made a great glove save and had another beautiful stop, I think, on Lee earlier. An icing to the Islanders, and we're at 2:28 left here in the period. Yeah, that's actually a really good point, Alex. The Knights did make that run look pretty easy. I mean, who gave him the hardest run for their money? I don't really think anybody was able to do that. I mean, the Panthers, that would have been an interesting matchup if they were to like somehow meet up earlier in the playoffs. But yeah, that was a very dominant run for them. Canes have won 0 faceoffs this period. What? Uh, the refs are trying to clear out a broken stick here. And Pollock from behind his net, a backhander just shoveling this over to Fashing. Moves it as the Islanders get into the Hurricane zone, but stalls behind the net. Hands it off to Chatfield, and Orlov will skate this out. Hurricanes gaining the zone. A cross-ice pass looking for Jarvis, and he shoots, and a save from Varlamov. Chatfield going for one, and a tip there from Martinuk, but over the net. Kept in at the point, and Chatfield cross-ice for Jarvis. Under 2 to play. He'll send this behind the Islanders' net, and a hit there from Stahl. Nice tie-up from Pajot, though, on Martinuk. And the Islanders are able to... Oh, no, not quite. Nice keep in there from Chatfield. Maybe a chance in front, and Varlamov able to keep that out with his pads. What a period he's had. Rather have Yossi over Makar. Uh, that's a little bit of a hot take. I'll take Makar though. Makar's got an amazing shot. I mean, Yossi has a pretty good one timer, but actually, he's got a really good one timer. But I'll take Makar. And now behind the Islanders' net, the top line out there for the Hurricanes, or at least the Gensel line. Oh, loose puck off a deflection and Islanders able to keep that out of the crease. Still alive in the zone though. The Hurricanes have been holding the zone pretty well here in the last couple minutes. Here's D'Angelo, a shot from the point. Varlamov didn't. Oh, it was blocked in front. Jake Gensel, nice block there from Brock Nelson. D'Angelo now working it down low. A shot that I think went a little bit wide of the net. And now Palmieri trying to get the clear here. We have quite a battle in the corner. And the Islanders are really tired. And a tripping is going to be assessed to the Hurricanes. So the Islanders will have a power play to start the third period, as Nelson is going to just hold the puck right now as time winds down in the second period. And with the Matthew Barzal goal, it's 1-1 heading into the third period. Was Tuukka Rask really an e-bug in a game this year? I had no idea. All right, catch you later, Riley. Have a fun time watching the game tonight. Yeah, Chara was a Capital. How many games did he play for? I know he was only there for like. How long was he with the Capitals? He was there just 1 year. He played 55 games. Oh, that was the shortened season. Yeah, so he played all but one game. He'll be a future Hall of Famer, of course. But that's going to be a trip to Aho to end out that period. So yeah. All right, guys. Hold tight. I'm gonna. I need to. I don't know. I need calories. Hold on a second. I'll be right back. All right. Watch Cortana for me. In the bubble season versus the Bruins. Oh, really? I forgot that. That's so weird. All right. All right. Second intermission. Here we go. Here we go. Carlson will play at center with Hurdle and Mantha. Well, that's really good news for them. Yeah, there haven't been that many goal treats today, or just treats overall. So, Cortana, we're going to have to hook you up here, girl. Good girl. There you go. All right. Who is everybody's favorite goaltender of all time? Who is your favorite goalie of all time? For me, I'd probably say one is, special place in my heart for Yevgeny Nabokov. Oh, Tim Thomas. Good pick. Good pick. Two would be Hasek. And then 3 might be Pecorine. He'd be up there for me. Corey Crawford says JJ. I wonder if he'll have a shot at getting into the Hall of Fame. Corey Crawford. He didn't win a Vezina though, did he? Corey Crawford won 2 Jennings trophies. First of all, that's huge. He was on the all-rookie team. He was never a Vezina finalist, but, I mean, he's got the cups, and he played well in those runs. Adam says Lundqvist. Anime nerd Dominic Hasek. Dr. Brian says Akira Schmid. I'm not going to let me. I'm not going to. I can't. I'm sorry. But Flower, of course. The legend Marc-Andre Fleury. Let's see. Oh, subscribe to Clay Emo. Hey, welcome back, man. Fleury, Luongo, Bobby Lou. Yeah. Brodeur and Hasek. Brochure. I think I know who you mean. Flower, Osgood or Fleury. Yeah, Ozzy. Another one of those goalies who could contend for the Stanley Cup. Oh, also, I want to shout out Nikolai Hodby-Bulin would be up there for me, and Brizgalov, excuse me. Yeah, the Tim Thomas story. Yeah. And again, just one of those amazing Stanley Cup runs in goal. Even Jonathan Quick would be up there for me, honestly. Even as a Sharks fan, Prime Quick was incredible. Carey Price, yeah, good shout out there. Cam Ward, of course, the 06 run as a rookie. You watched Brodeur pass Waugh for wins on St. Patrick's Day. And will Brodeur's record ever be beaten? I don't think so, man. Jay Quick would even be on your list, yeah. Vasilevsky, certainly one of the best postseason goalies of our time. Maybe the best postseason goalie of our time. He'd be right up there. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, those are some really good picks, guys. Let's see here. How about favorite coach of all time? Who's your favorite coach of all time? Mine would probably be Barry Trotz. Yeah, and I think Quick will. Oh no, I'm sorry. My top 3. I'll have to amend that. Nabokov's going to be on there no matter what. But let's scrap Nabby for right now. I'd probably say 1 is Hasek, 2 is Ryan Miller. I mean Buffalo goalies. I love them. Ryan Miller would be my number 2, and then number 3 would be Pecorine. John Cooper, Mike Sullivan, Andrew Brunette. He's made a great impact so far. Scotty Bowman, maybe the greatest hockey coach of all time. Hell, you could even say Herb Brooks, right, guys? Because I don't think I just said NHL specifically. Trotz says Ethan. Scotty Bowman. Man, Bowman. Did he make... No, he coached what? He coached the Sabres, I think, in the 80s, briefly. He never got to a final with them. But he won... Was it 1 or 2 cups with Pittsburgh? Did he win both of those in the 90s? Well, he was there, and then, of course, he coached Montreal in the 70s to one of their dynasties from 76 to 79, yeah. And then he won 3 Stanley Cups with the Red Wings. Herb Brooks, of course, yeah. Yeah, I was hoping Gretzky would be successful too. Quenneville, I mean, he was the winning coach on 3 Stanley Cup teams. You can't deny that. And he had some really good seasons in St. Louis as well. Boudreau, I love Boudreau. I don't know about as much of a coach, but just as a personality, I really do like him. Number 2 would be Tocchet. Yeah, Tocchet is looking great so far, dating back to last year. Yeah. Your girl. Lindy Ruff. Yeah, Ruff's got to still... He's got to be in my conversation. It's unfortunate that things didn't work out with him and the Devils, but I don't know. I saw a lot of happy Sabres fans when he got rehired. Yeah, it's shameful that Lundqvist never won a cup, and neither did Roberto Luongo. He got all the way to Game 7. Bill LaForge, to give you a LaForge. He coached in the 1984 to 85 Vancouver Canucks to a 4-14-2 record. That's what he did at the NHL level. So I'm not familiar with him. Fred Shiro. Yeah, Fred Shiro is one of the most interesting hockey minds of all time. Great choice, Ethan. Um, he was the coach of the Flyers in the 70s during the Broad Street Bullies era, and he was also the coach. Well, yeah, he coached them against the Soviets. His parents were from the Soviet Union, and so he like would frequently fly back there and like study the Soviet style of play, and so he learned how to beat them. Very amazing hockey mind, him. Goalies would be Fleury, Bishop, and Rene. Great picks. Bruce Cassidy, he might be the best coach in today's game. He really might be. Best player to never win a cup. Yeah, I'm gonna be. I'm actually gonna produce a video on this, but usually the first name that comes to mind for people when we talk about players who are now retired, right, or don't play in the NHL anymore, the first person that people usually bring up is Marcel Dion. But I mean, if we talk about goaltenders, of course, Lundqvist and Luongo are going to be right up there. But yeah, like Marcel Dion would be up there. Paul Correa would be up there. Harry Howell, one of the best defensemen of the 70s for the Rangers, never won a Stanley Cup. That one kind of surprised me. Norm Allman for the Red Wings has to be a pretty high pick. Joe Thornton, the Sedin twins, right? Pavel Bure. There are a ton. There are just dozens and dozens of amazing players who never won a Stanley Cup. Korea never did. Solane did though. Korea, the closest he got was in 2003. Yeah. Adam Oates. Yep. Good pick. Cam Neely, you could put him in that conversation. Rick Middleton for Toronto. Just think about all their greats, right? Daryl Sittler, um, Borja Salming, the late great Borja. Well, Cody. So the Ducks won that game, but they lost Game 7. So that was the series deciding game. Dale Haverchuk, yeah, great pick. He has to be right up there. Iginla, Kiprasov. Kiprasov is at least a borderline Hall of Famer, I think. What's my dog's name? Her name is Cortana. Adam Oates, um, right. Adam Oates is the reason why Brett Hull had multiple 70-goal seasons. Yeah, he's got to be right up there. Rene, good pick. Yeah. Will Patrick Waugh win a cup as a coach? I don't see it happening with the Islanders. I think that more needs to be done from a roster building standpoint. I could really see, if I was, for example, appointed the new GM for the Islanders, I would start tearing things down. Honestly, my pick to win the cup was actually the Jets over the Lightning. Yeah, my preseason pick though was the Avalanche over the Hurricanes. You too, huh? Yeah, yeah. I just hope that they can start leaning into that. But because you don't want to just be scratching and clawing just to make the playoffs. You know, funny that Rob Lowe, Chris Traeger, what? Called Breakaway when he's the coach of a cup winning team. Really? I didn't know that. Huh. I know him from Youngblood, of course. Abs and Canes. Yeah. Abs aren't the same team from 22. Yeah. I gotta say though, Georgiev looked really good last night. Looks like a Vegas repeat, and I don't think that that's out of the question. I because like they'll have to next play the Avalanche or the Jets. I don't know. I don't know if one of those teams can take them down. Kippersoft. Oh, don't forget, among the great players who never won a cup, I think Mark Giordano should also get some consideration, even though like it's going to be his last year, and I don't think they're going to win a cup. The Bulin Wall. Well, oh yeah, he ran into the Bulin Wall and those guys. Yeah, yeah. Marty St. Louis overtime of Game 6. All right, Ethan. Catch you later, man. We'll see you around for another one. Uh, we were red hot, which would have carried into the playoffs. So they would have played what, the Rangers, right? They could probably, yeah, give them a better run for their money than the Capitals have. Did Bobrovsky win a cup? No, he's never won a Stanley Cup. Bobrovsky has 2 Vezina trophies. I think he's a Hall of Famer. Yeah. You actually like the sponsors on jerseys? I can't get on board with it myself. Some of them are just really distracting, unfortunately. Like the Wild, like their sponsor looks really out of place. Seeing a sponsor on a Red Wings jersey definitely upsets me as well because they had to move the captain's letter. Huh, yeah, we'll get underway pretty soon with the third period. Paul Bissonnette and Ryan Whitney. I mean, they're entertaining. I don't listen to them a ton though, honestly. I think that it's good to have that kind of edginess though in media for hockey. I think that you need figures like that on the American side especially. So I generally like what they're doing. Breakaway is a movie starring Rob Lowe and is produced by CBC and the NHL. Oh, okay. That's probably why I haven't seen it before. Um, the Blues Highmark ones. Yeah, I mean, if it bleeds into the jersey, like the Maple Leafs one is just a white patch that says milk on it. Like that's fine because it doesn't like clash with the jersey itself. But yeah, Adam's entirely correct. Football tends to be more TV attention compared to ice hockey, so you need more sponsors for sure. Blackhawks 2028 Cup champions. By then, I think that they should be good. They have a pretty good prospect pool outside of Bedard too, or and like collection of young talent. I'd like to see them getting Lucas Reichel going better though. He hasn't quite broken through like I thought he would. Yes, Nathan McKinnon won the Stanley Cup 2 years ago. Um, I can't stand the sponsor video boards during a game. You know what though? I know that like Bettman had said that they were going to be less distracting, and I do think that they have gotten less distracting. I don't notice them. They're not as jarring. I don't think, but would I prefer with them the digital ad boards being scrapped? Of course, I prefer that, but it hasn't made as much of it. It hasn't been as distracting as I remember it being initially. Talk about that Sharks team from 2016. Um, so I never thought that the Sharks were like they didn't they didn't have as much like they weren't as sexy of a team as they had been in previous years. They missed the playoffs the year before too. So like they weren't expected to be anywhere near the Stanley Cup, especially the first round they were playing the Kings and everybody and their mom was picking the Kings to win that series and a lot of them were picking them to go back to the final that year. So for the Sharks to have gone on the run to win the Western Conference, it was something that I was not expecting actually. But Martin Jones was a big reason why they were able to do it, and having Pavelski as captain was a huge reason as well. And Thornton that year, as a 36-year-old, I think finished fifth in Hart Trophy voting. He was magnificent. That was the best season we had seen from Jumbo in like 5 years. The animated boards are very distracting. Back to the worst contracts in the league. Seth Jones. Okay, yeah, I thought about that when you had mentioned it too. I don't know how many years he has left though. Probably not many. All did good until we ran into the goat. Yeah, pretty much. That Marlowe and Thornton never won one. Yeah, yeah. Thornton's gonna have his jersey retired next year by the Sharks though. That's exciting. Yeah, I just hope that the next time the Sharks go, I just hope that they win it. I don't want to just do. I don't want year after year after year of playoff heartbreak. I want it to pan out just one freaking time, man. All right, we're about to get underway with the third period, guys. What do you think's going to happen? I think somebody said earlier it's destined to go to overtime, and you know what? I actually kind of agree. But I don't want that to hold my friend up from coming because he's going to join me for the Panthers Lightning game. Did Dan Boyle get one? Yes, he did with the Lightning back in 04. And yes, the hockey gods work in mysterious ways. Absolutely. Well, Dean, if they're going to do it, this is not a bad year for them to do it. Oh, Brian Boyle? I don't think Brian Boyle ever won a Stanley Cup. No, he never did. All right, we are underway with the third period. Leafs won the draft lottery and got Austin Matthews. Yeah, isn't that crazy? That's already been 8 years? Oh, yeah, and the Islanders are on a power play for 90 seconds. All right, Islanders funneling this out to the point where Palmieri is. Barzell trying to get away from Martinook. And he has the puck stripped from him and a nice clear, good defensive support there from the Hurricanes. PK Subban never won a cup. He got to the final with the Predators back in 2017. Dobson doing the back pass here. Gaining the zone was Horvat. Nelson, a backhander back to the point, and now Dobson will send this behind the Hurricanes net. Lee, he's had a couple of good chances in this game. A shot from the point and a little bit wide of Anderson. Lee hanging on and sending it out to Nelson. Does Horvat regret leaving Vancouver? I don't think it's leaving Vancouver. It's signing that extension. You know, that's what really threw me off. I'm like, Horvat could get that contract wherever he wanted, probably. Oh, snap. Oh, wow. Horvat was trying to tip that in. I just wish my broadcast wasn't this far behind. (21-15), the shots favor the Hurricanes so far. Engvall replaces Pageau in the faceoff circle. And it's controlled by the Islanders. Here's Dobson, a shot. A pad save from Anderson, and banging home the rebound is Pageau. He's scored some clutch playoff goals in his career on the island, I have to say. And it's a power play goal. And a treat for Cortana here. Here you go, girl. Good job, girl. You're welcome from Ottawa. Bounce straight to him. Yeah. It was a big fat rebound that Anderson had surrendered. Yeah, and Burns was playing in front of the net there, but there was no one really marking Pageau. So Burns didn't have, he wasn't able to react to that. And it's a 2-1 Islanders lead. Islanders are an annoying team. I wouldn't consider them annoying. Some people get really, some people have some vitriol for like the Islanders and the Hurricanes fans. I'm like, buddy, everybody has bad fans. I love the Islanders fans. And I went to a Hurricanes game. I know that everybody there is actually really, really just normal and cool. Oh, a turnover. Here's Nelson looking for somebody in front. Nice knock there from D'Angelo. Well, D'Angelo made a defensive play. Cortana is knocked out. Yeah, that's what happens when she gets her exercise and a chance in front for Palmieri. And Anderson able to deny him with the pads. Zibanejad, Carlson, Hoffman, and Pageau play together. Yeah, I know. Isn't that crazy? And now Orlov had a little bit of trouble clearing it, but now here he is, able to stretch this down to Chatfield. Looking for Nason. A loose puck that ends back up on his stick, and a chance, and Varlamov able to read that. with looked like Teravainen in front of the net. Where was the holding on that goal? Who should I be looking at, Aaron? Who was the culprit? Claude Giroux could be on there. No, actually, Cody. The Flyers haven't won since 1975. They've been to the final 4 times since then and haven't won. Now Nelson dumps this down. It's going to be icing to the Islanders. Does she start running around my house like crazy? No, she doesn't. But I mean, like when I exercise her before the live stream, it's usually from something like frisbee, something that gets her running around. Yeah, Dean's right. That's the last time the Flyers were in the Stanley Cup final. And that was Peter Laviolette's first year there. And they weren't expected to be anywhere near the final, especially when they were down 3-0 in the second round to the Bruins. A chance at the side there. And the puck just goes a little bit past the crease. Ooh, nice hit by Nelson there, or Romanov. I couldn't quite see. I think it's Romanov. Still alive in the Islanders zone, though. A chance maybe at the point. A shot pass. Looking for somebody in front. That's a tripping to the Islanders. And Dobson will go to the box as Martinook made a nice cut to the net. No, I'm not here to make any bets today. All right, Hurricanes to the power play. Oh boy, each team's best player? Oh, I'm sorry, I can't answer that. Not now. Got to think on that stuff, man. That's a lot of different players. All right. Pellick able to get that clear. All right. I'm not going to watch the chat just yet because I want to see, because I'm behind on my broadcast here. So here comes Aho into the zone with Svechnikov. Out to the point, Burns, and then he feeds Gensel. Down low, Jarvis, and a block from Pellick. And the puck scoots out of the zone. Almost a shorthanded opportunity for the Islanders, but they'll chew up some more time by slapping this down around the Hurricanes' net. Hurricanes, 2 goals on 16 shots. All right, Jarvis. And now Gensel at the top of the slot. A shot, some traffic in front of the net, and snuffed out here for Pajot to advance into the Hurricane zone. He'll just flutter this one down by Anderson. And actually, he's able to corral the puck for just a moment there. And the Hurricanes will regroup with 1 minute left on their power play. Now, Natchez, nice little spin move at center ice around Cizikas. The draw pass, he's got Teravainen. Natchez. Hurricanes' second-ranked power play in the NHL this year. Hands this one off to Shea. Down low at the goal line. Cross ice, Kuznetsov. At the circle. Dude, what is Kuznetsov doing? They got to get him off this power play. Jeez. I think they need to get him off the power play. All right. Here's Shea. And he'll back pass for Natchez. Goes 1-on-3 and actually gets it all the way down behind the goal. A backhander. Now in the corner. Isles. We got a puck out of play here. And just 8 seconds left in the Hurricanes power play. All right. Well, I guess that's going to do it for that one. Where am I watching? I'm watching the game through Sling TV on TBS or TNT. Carolina is going to be in trouble if they let the Isles win Game 4. I mean, at least it goes back to Raleigh for them. Who would have thought that you'd see Jake and Kuznetsov on the same team? Yeah, that's a good point. Who will get into the Hall of Fame within the next couple of years? That's a good point. It kind of depends on who's eligible, though. Like, Joe Thornton's going to the Hall of Fame, right? Patrick Marleau, I don't know if he'll get in first ballot, but he'll go to the Hall of Fame. Once Jonathan Taves retires, he'll go to the Hall of Fame. Duncan Keith is going to go to the Hall of Fame. Pecorine will go into the Hall of Fame. Do we have Sportsnet in America? No, we don't. At least I don't have access to it. Islanders have been the better team. I somewhat agree with you there, Trevor. I think that you can just look at this being a 3-0 series, and you wouldn't know how much the Islanders have actually given the Hurricanes fits. And here they come. Lee's going to chip this down, so the Islanders will get a change with about 13:30 left here in regulation. Shoot. No, I've never been to a Devils game. I've only been to, I think, like 6 arenas. I mean, that's not bad, but Ryan Clough in the Hall of Fame. Hell yeah. Yeah, Fleury. Fleury's got to be a first ballot Hall of Famer. Not the best goaltender, but he won a Vezina Trophy, but I wouldn't say that he was, is he a top 10 goaltender of all time? Probably not, but just for his body of work, for his personality, for what he did, winning Stanley Cups, and a shot from the point and a save from Anderson, and he'll cover up with under 13 left in regulation. I'm actually not, David. I'm going to be busy for the rest of the weekend. All right, I'll be right back, guys. I got to use the bathroom, but watch Cortana for me. We're back. We're back. All right. Top 5 when he was in his prime. What now? We're down to about 12:30 left here in regulation, as the Islanders have looked very strong in this period. Of course, getting the go-ahead goal from Gigi Paggio. Chatfield tried to keep this alive in an errant pass, and now here comes Dobson, Pollock. I don't know, 6 or an 8. Now Chatfield from behind his net. Is Pecorine in the top 3 for what? He's the greatest Nashville Predator of all time. Aho trying to get into the zone. Aho's been kind of quiet, at least offensively he has. I said Flower was in top 10. Yeah, I wouldn't say that he's one of the 10 best goaltenders of all time. I mean, if you want to, if you want to like if you want to weigh a lot of it on like body of work, I think that yeah, sure, you can easily make the case, but oh, absolutely, there are 10 other goaltenders ahead of him. Is Chara Hall of Fame? Oh yeah, he'll probably be first ballot too. Build a team from scratch with current players, and then do one with retired players. I wouldn't be opposed to it. I just don't know how like what would be the best platform for that. Like how I would, you know, I guess I could do this on like Illustrator or something. It's a good suggestion. All right. Yeah, the Islanders have actually been controlling the shots a lot here in this period. Lee, and he coughs it up at the top of the Hurricane zone. Here comes Kokaniemi. He's got Martinuk out there. And now it's the Islanders' turn to stand up the Hurricanes. Engvall. Now Nelson around the net. And the puck scoots out of the zone. A top 3 goalie of all time. No, he's not. We got to also remember like the Montreal Canadiens probably have 4 of the top 10 goaltenders of all time. Just that alone, right? Patrick Waugh, Ken Dryden, um, Jacques Plante. I forget who their goaltender was during their dynasty in the late 50s, though. I mean, you could consider that goaltender. I'm not sure, Mike. I don't know, man. Every waking moment is either working or yeah. So I just haven't had time, man. Jake Allen. Let's rank the all-time NHL player, or let's rank NHL players with the name Jake. All right, a chance in the slot here, backhander, and into the trapper of Anderson. Good girl, Cortana. What? 30 of 37 faceoffs? Are you sure? Yeah, probably when they went down more, Jake. Yeah, yeah. Jake Ottinger, Jake Gardner. I know some people would call it Jakub Voracek, Jacob Voracek. Yeah, Gensel's kind of a hard name. It's kind of a weird name to spell. All right, Palmieri, he'll actually getting the boot in the faceoff circle there was Kuznetsov. Now standing in is somebody else for Carolina, but they win the faceoff. Orlov battling Nelson in the corner and Chatfield. Over to Drury. Now Kuznetsov gaining the zone. And he holds onto the puck before going across the blue line, and his team is offside. God, Kuznetsov's been just heek. Jake Allen was pretty good after the trade deadline with New Jersey. Yeah, he's had a few pretty good seasons. He almost got the Blues into the Stanley Cup final. All right, Trevor, catch you later, man. You suck when your goalie makes 40 saves in the first period. Oh shoot, did that really happen this year? Well, I remember the Panthers had a period where they had like 32 shots on goal this year. Let's rank players with the first name Jason. Let's see here, Jason Zucker. How about well, if we're gonna do this historically, you've got Jason Arnott, who scored the cup-winning goal in 2000. You've got, of course, Jason Robertson, right, for the Dallas Stars. Who else is there, guys? Most shots on. Oh, hey, Nick, how you doing, man? Hey, are you going to the Humane Society? Most shots on goal in a game. That I think that goes to doesn't that go to the Lightning back in 2020 against the Blue Jackets? I know that Corpusalo had the record for the most saves, so you would think, right? And it's like 86 shots on goal or something crazy like that. Hey, Victoria. Thanks for jumping in here. Hope you have an exciting day. Oh, I just had some life. That's good. Yeah. Apparently, I need more caffeine. Down to 9:46 left here in the period. Seth Jones had like 55 minutes of time on ice that game. Yeah, yeah. All the Alexes in the NHL. Oh boy. Streaming Leafs and Bruins. I'm gonna be out of. I will be basically out of the house to all of tonight. But thank you. All right, face-off controlled by Pajot's underneath the puck right now after being kind of taken down by Stahl. Now here's Burns, a shot. Oh, and that almost got through. And one of the Canes players who fell down there was looking for a call. And now, that's going to be a puck over glass for the Hurricanes. So the Islanders are going back to the power play. They scored on their last one. Let's see here. So, wait, this whole time I've had the Hurricanes on the power play. My bad, everybody. A rare mistake from Jacob Slavin. Oh, thanks, Victoria. And have a great stream. Down to 9:28 in regulation. Horvat. And he loses this one to Jordan Stahl. Kane's able to send this all the way the length of the ice. Toronto Boston game will apparently start at like 2 a.m. What? Oh, for you in Sweden. All right. Pulling up his Barzell at the top of the circle. He has a goal tonight. Now sends it over to Pellick. A shot. Ooh, and that almost trickled through. Palmieri, I think, actually blocked that. First 30 seconds killed off. Isles having a little trouble regaining the zone, though. And here they are with Barzell, trying to go 1-on-2. Nelson able to pick up the loose puck, and now over to Pellick. At the dot, a shot a little wide of the net, but scooped up by Nelson. Pellick. And now, it's Mike Riley. My bad. I keep seeing what I thought was a 3, but it's Mike Riley. My bad. And Islanders hanging on to this. They haven't gotten a shot off in a little while. Down to about 45 left in the power play. Here's Riley, a shot blocked by one of the Hurricanes and sent clear. CET is short for Central European Time. Yeah, I guess CEDT is Central Daylight Time. I don't know. How about the first name of Ryan? Yeah, Ryan O'Reilly, Ryan Johansson, Ryan Nugent Hopkins, Engvall looking for Pajot in front of the net. Pollock, and behind the net now for Lee. Out to the point, but this one is going to find its way all the way down to Varlamov, and the Hurricanes penalty kill comes up with a kill, obviously. Jones' contract doesn't affect the Hawks anyway, because, they have a ton of salary cap space. Morgan Riley, okay. Oh, if we're going to do all the Rileys. Couldn't make it to the Humane Society. Okay, man. Hey, I'm cheering for you. Just make sure it's a puppy, a dog that, that comes to you kind of, right? Don't worry. If you can't find the right one the first time, that's okay. Aho in the circle. And behind the net, Dobson trying to tie up an attacker here. Zizekas, a backhander. And now D'Angelo able to retrieve it. And Aho loses it to Barzell. Barzell, the former the one-time Seattle Thunderbird. And a nice poke check there from Aho, but he loses it again. Cizikas, he's got Barzell in front, but a good stick lift again from Fishy. Prank players with the name Jonathan. Oh, God. That would take a long time. A lot of Jonathans, I would think. We know Jonathan Drouin would be number one, though, of course. Nelson, and he gets stripped by Svechnikov. And now in a foot race. Oh, a high stick there to Slavin. They're not going to call that? Okay, yeah, they're going to call whoever high sticked Slavin there. The Canes will go on the power play with 6:26 left. Your 14-year-old. Oh, I'm sorry, Dean. That's a long life, though, man. That's long life. Marchessault. Yeah, Marchessault. If we're ranking Jonathan's, he'll be among current players. He'll be pretty darn high up there. I guess could we say Jonathan Tavares? All right, Hurricanes power play. I'm going to be looking at the game, not the chat during the power play. We're down to 6:26 left. All right. Here's Shea off the faceoff. Around the net. Out there with Hakuna Matata, Stefan Nason. Out at the point. Looking down low for Nason, intercepted by Pelech. And he's going to send this the length of the ice. Now we've got ourselves Shea handing it off to Kuznetsov, who's been in my doghouse all game long. Natchez. A back pass to Shea. Cross ice. A shot. They score! Hakuna Matata. It's Stefan Nason to make it 2-2. I saw a lot of messages in the chat. I'm like, I think this is going to be a goal. There you go, Cortana. Actually, it's a former Shark scoring, so Cortana gets 2 treats. You get carrots and you get an apple. There you go, girl. My man, Stefan Nason. Whoop whoop. Yay. And the Canes have struck for 2 power play goals, so they haven't scored even strength today. A couple of hours until the Rockford Ice Hogs. Who are they playing? Burns overtime winner. Okay, there we go. If Burns gets the overtime winner, Adam, then I will give you a Twisted Wrister hockey t-shirt. It's got to be Burnsy on the goal, though, not the assist. There you go. Oh, I don't know about that, Kurt. How I don't see how you can't call that high sticking there. Grand Rapids, the Griffins. Oh, okay. So, of course, you want to beat a Michigan team, right? Burns. And, he had somebody in front there. Was that Stahl? Dobson. Sends it over to Riley behind the net. And Hurricanes putting together a good shift here with Jarvis and Stahl. This line remade. Not the typical top line that we would see. Or second line in this case. Now we're under 5 minutes. What can we expect, my friends? The final 5, and then this is very well could go into overtime. A game-used Bedard jersey, $34,000. Wow. Even 34,000 Canadian would be a lot. I'd buy it if it were 30,000 rupees. Sure. All right. Orlov trying to keep this alive in the zone. Here's Natchez finding the point. There's Aho. Hits somebody who just came off the bench, Martinook, and a nice block in front from Pelech. He'll just clear this down. The Islanders will change up. Aho, a big stretch pass, and they chip it into the Islanders' zone here. Romanov. And now a loose puck at the top of the zone. Barzell able to get it out. Finds Cizikas. And now behind the net, Horvat takes a bit of a hit from Martinook. A one-timer looking for Barzell. I think that was blocked by his teammate. And just fluttering outside the zone there, the puck was. Sometimes I speak in anastrophe or Yoda speak. And a hit in the corner there and kind of going in hard to the boards was Horvat. He's slow to get up. No call. Burns looks like he gave Horvat a cross check there. And now he'll take a little contact and make the play up ice. And here's Kotkaniemi working against Romanov. Feeds it out to the point. And a cross ice pass to Shea. Oh, a shot. And looking for a tip play in front there with Jarvis. Jarvis has the jersey tuck, doesn't he? I am a fan of the jersey tuck. You too, Cortana, huh? Now Teravainen. As we get to 3 minutes left. Bortuzzo makes a play from behind the net. Still alive, though. And now a little soft pass up to Lee. And here comes Engvall working against Shea. Some good defensive support from D'Angelo there. And he's able to facilitate a clear up for Jordan Stahl working against two defenders. Looking for his reinforcements to arrive, but some good defense there from Dobson. And going in hard was Svechnikov to the end boards. (25-24). The shot's actually favoring the Islanders at this point. I think the Hurricanes only have like 2 shots on goal in this period. But they'll get a clear. And at center ice, the Islanders trying to advance this further. A puck sent all the way down. No icing. As we get to the 2-minute mark. And we're going to go to one more commercial break before we'll see what happens with the rest of regulation here. I got to text my friend saying that this game is probably going to overtime. Or maybe I'll just wait just a moment here. Autocorrect isn't the sharpest tool. No, it's not. Yeah. What about the Chicago Bears in the draft, huh? Of course, getting Caleb Williams. And who was the other guy they got? Was it a receiver? I can't remember. I don't know. I don't really follow many other happenings in NFL except for just my favorite team. All right. And I don't know exactly when we'll be live next. I would think at the latest it'll probably be on Tuesday. Was that name Rome Odunze, right? Steelers had a good draft. Well, they'll need that because that division is a very black and blue division. I would expect the Bengals to come back with a little bit more purpose this next year. But then again, T. Higgins wants to trade, and so does somebody else on that team. And Rome fell to them. Yeah, there were a couple of interesting slides in that first round. Huh, Cortana? Cardinals got a great running back. So that's interesting. I didn't think that teams were drafted. Well, was that a first round pick? I see. That's how out of the loop I am. You're a Bills fan. Yeah, I hope that one day the Bills do it, man. As a fan of a team that has lost 4 Super Bowls. Now they don't have that locker room cancer Stephon Diggs anymore. Coleman has an insane catching radius. Yeah, I miss the good old days of the bell cow running back. Oh, Cortana, she's tired. Look at that. Khalil Shakir. They always just won the cup. My broadcast is delayed. I wouldn't mind time warping to June. That wouldn't be so bad. But then again, I don't want to miss the concert I'm going to tomorrow. That's going to be a lot of fun. I might have some bruises on my back or something like that if I accidentally get shoved into the mosh pit, but it should be a fun time. Here's Chatfield. From behind his net, Aho. Stripped just a little bit there by Barzell, but the Hurricanes can advance from center ice. A bump pass over for Jake Gensel and sends it around the net for Aho. Hassled by Barzell. And now worked out to the point. A shot. And Varlamov got a piece of that with a Hurricane right there on the doorstep. Oh, what concert, Captain K-Man? I'm seeing, dude, Death Clock. I did not know Death Clock was touring until like a month ago. So yeah, I'm seeing Death Clock with Dragon Force and Necrogoblicon. Actually, I saw Necrogoblicon with Ailstorm that one time 8 years ago. Cortana will be happily chilling at home during that show. All right, down to a buck 22, everybody. Sounds good, Mike. Please, Burns, score. I'm not gonna object to that either. Now Natchez and Jarvis. He'll send this around for Varlamov to play. Hands it over to Dobson. Faces some heat there from Teravainen. Now Stahl jumping in. We have a battle in the corner. Romanov, Jarvis out there as well. Stahl comes up with it. The wraparound tip. Oh, God, he had Jarvis right there. Almost. But a tight defensive play there from the home team. Now Fashion comes in. Working against a couple defenders. He shoots and a block from Burns. Jarvis, now down to 40 seconds. I won't be watching the chat for this one. Just FYI. Turnover. Hurricanes come up with it. Kokaniemi. Hanging on to this is Shea, but he's going to take this out of the zone. Facing some heat from Lee. Here he comes again, and he's going to shovel this down behind the net. Pollock. And it goes into the ref's skates. Final 15 seconds. Pellick. Ooh, Kokaniemi almost out of slashing there. Almost. And this will get cleared all the way down. Will it go for icing? No. The official waves that off, or the linesman, excuse me. And we are going to overtime in a 2-2 game. You want a black lab or a golden retriever, no cap? I love having me a mutt because that usually means that they don't have, the genetics actually work favorably for them because like diseases and that sort of thing don't get passed down. All right, girl, have a treat. Good girl. All right, I got to text my friend. Roddies are cute. Oh, Roddy puppies are super cute. But yes, we're going to overtime. Hooah. All right, guys, I need to know who's going to break the tie in this game. I'm going to say for the Hurricanes, I'm going to go Natchez. Islanders, I'm going to go with I'll go with Pajot again. A half lab, half Roddy. Yeah, that makes for a good one. Oh, all right, I got to text my friend Ryan. Mike dropping a twofer right here. Give the goat another treat. Thanks, Mike. Thank you. Yeah, here, Cortana, from Mike. Here you go. Ready? Different Mike, not the other, not that Mike. Whoop. Oh, good catch, girl. Actually, she knows like a few Mikes in town. Burns and Letty. Oh my goodness. Yes, I love it. Okay, well that bet is still good. If Nick Letty scores, if either of those guys score the overtime winner, then you get a T-shirt from me. Dean's going for Jake the Snake, Jake and Bake, Alex, Brock Nelson. Islanders avoiding the sweep, maybe Lautaro, but they're holding on by the skin of their teeth. Barzell scores the OT winner. Yeah, he's had a really good game. He was really hungry at the end there, even defensively. Another one. All right, sounds good, buddy. I'm happy to do that. Where to watch? I'm watching. Well, the game is on what, TNT or TBS? But you can go to, if you need a free stream, try streameast.gg. It's a good one. If the Canes win, you're going to need a week of therapy. Yeah, you don't. We don't live anywhere near you. Otherwise, I'd send Cortana to cheer you up. Here you go. Ready, Cortana. Whoop. Good catch, girl. Good catch. If the Islanders get it, Palmieri, that could happen. Cheyenne, hey, what's up? A black Labrador who works as an assistance dog. Wow. Yeah, those are very popular assistance dogs. Kuznetsov. Oh, I need Kuznetsov to redeem himself. He has had a crappy game from what I've seen. Natchez or Nelson. Okay, who did I say? Natchez or Pajot? Teuvo Teravainen. There we go. And JG Pajot. Burns or Lee. Letty isn't an Islander. Oh, okay. Well, I can't honor that. You're right. Letty is on what? The Blues now? Okay, so we're sticking with Burns. We're sticking with Burns for your bet. Unless you want to say like Robert Bortuzzo. Pollock. Yeah, that would be a little unexpected too. All right, I got to text my friend and say you're gonna have to come over a little bit later. This Canes game is going to OT. I'll let you know once I've wrapped up. I'll let you know when my stream ends. All right. Only able to watch the last 2 minutes. Yeah, Islanders are holding on, and they've been a tough out for the Hurricanes in this first round. And yeah, it's been pretty evenly matched, I think. But I mean, the Hurricanes haven't really had quite that killer instinct. Both of their goals came on the power play. All right, sounds good, Adam. Just you live in the States, right? Please. Teuvo Teravainen, hopefully soon to be a Hawk. Oh, interesting, because yeah, he is a free agent, and the Hurricanes have a lot of contracts to mull over in the offseason. So Teravainen, Jarvis is an RFA, Natchez is an RFA, Shea and Pesci those are their big free agents, and plus both goaltenders. Antti Ranta, I assume he's as good as gone, and Freddie Anderson is also a free agent, or is he for one more year? I don't know. They have other. Is Chatfield a free agent? I can't remember. Hudson Fashing, says James. Yeah, I don't think I've ever seen him score a goal. That tells you I don't watch a ton of Islanders, but he only had like 4 goals this year. How many goals did Jussi Saros have? No goals. A reunion for Turbo. I wouldn't mind that to see him in Chicago, because I wouldn't want the Hurricanes to like overpay for him or anything like that. How would I feel if this game goes into triple overtime? I might have to end the stream sooner, unfortunately, if that's the case. But I don't want that. Neither do the Hurricanes. Are the people sleeping on a series? Well, in the East, 3 teams have a 3-0 series lead. So today the Hurricanes can complete their sweep. The Panthers can complete their sweep today too over the Lightning. But with William Nylander back in the lineup, maybe the Maple Leafs will actually make a good series in their contests against Boston. Yeah, Antti Niemi, Vezina Trophy finalist Antti Niemi, Stanley Cup champion Antti Niemi, exactly. He had a really rough ending to his career in the NHL, but yeah. When was the last time we got triple overtime? Well, I can say that in last year's Eastern Conference Final, Game 1 went into quadruple overtime. Oh, excuse me. Yep, Panthers and Hurricanes last year, Game 1. That series could have... Yeah. Panthers will win today 5-2. Dude, I just cannot imagine the Lightning getting swept, man. They had a really good, last 25, 30 games. That 4 overtime game was on until 2 a.m. I believe it, man. That took forever. At least that 4th overtime ended pretty early, right? Yeah, Kachuk was on a warpath that whole season and postseason. What kind of changes could we expect from the Lightning? Well, one thing is that they have to figure out what they're doing with Stamkos. But most of their players are signed long term. You know, Kucherov is still under contract a couple more years. So is Point, Hagel, Paul, Sergachev, Hedman, even Vasilevsky. So I mean, they're going to have the same core. It's going to be very difficult for them to be able to support that, though, because they won't have much cap space. Cooch can't carry them past the Panthers. Yeah, he can't do it alone. That's for sure. And it doesn't help that their power play hasn't done well. I mean, It's a small sample size, but you know, the Bolts power play in the playoffs has always been really good. Yep. But after this game, I will be signing off for the day. We'll be back at some point. I think again the latest. I think I'll be back by Tuesday, maybe Monday, maybe Monday. But yeah. Hey, what's up, Himraj? How you doing, man? Congrats on the victory last night. Is there a limit of overtimes? No, actually, there is no limit. Or another way to define the game or how much the match is determined. No, it's just whoever scores in overtime. That's it. The longest game we've ever had was back in, I think, the 1930s, and it went to 6 overtimes. But we had a game that went to 5 overtimes just a few years ago. Would Stamkos be playing his last game as a Lightning? Yeah, the only reason would be that he wants to test the open market and go somewhere else where the cup window is more open for him. So it's going to be all on Stamkos. I think no matter what, if he wants to stay with the Lightning organization, they'll find a way to make it happen. Sergachev taking warm-ups? Really? Cortana gets a treat for that because he's coming back from a fractured tibia? That makes me really happy to see. 10 overtimes. Oh, God. Tampa's been relying too much on the power play. Agent Shadow, hey, welcome. Who is your team? Lightning have a few guys on one-year deals. Yeah, re-signing Duclair. Duclair was at a very affordable cap hit this year too. I mean, he's had really good chemistry. And I'm happy to see that. Duke did a good job with his short time in Teal. Do you think there should be another way to determine a match, or if this is okay? Yeah, it's usually pretty rare that a game goes past 2 overtimes. So I personally don't think there should be another way to determine it. Unless they wanted to go from 5-on-5 to 4-on-4. Like if the game goes into triple overtime, maybe it could be 4-on-4. I wouldn't hate that so much. But yeah, no shootouts in the Stanley Cup playoffs. Other leagues have shootouts, like the World Juniors, for example, or even the Olympic. Oh, no. The Olympics. Does the Olympics have a shootout in the medal round? I don't think it does, right? I don't know. I don't want to be tricking people on here. I don't mean to do that. Duclair played well in Chicago until really Marchand took him out. The Duke has gone through a few teams. How many teams has Duclair played for? I want to say about 7. He's played for the Rangers, the Coyotes. I forgot about that. The Blackhawks, the Blue Jackets, the Senators, the Panthers, the Sharks, and now the Lightning. Wow, he's like the not Steve Sullivan. No, I'm not thinking of him. Who's the guy who got traded like 9 times? Mike Sillinger. That's the guy. Yeah, he's getting there, and I mean he's only 29, 30 years old. It's a 20-minute 4-on-4. Yeah, Duclair, good pickup, and I think it was just for a 3rd-round draft pick. That's a very, very team-friendly deal for them. Yeah, well, happy to see Sergachev out there. Mainly a fan of the Jets, then the Hurricanes. Yay, go Hurricanes! I hope Tampa can squeak out a win. I just can't imagine them getting swept, man. Domi has made his way around too. Yeah, I think he's on his 6th or 7th team. Let's count Domi. Max Domi, that is, not Ty. He only played for 3 teams, I think. But yeah, Max Domi, Coyotes, Canadiens, Blue Jackets, Hurricanes. That's right. Blackhawks, Stars, and now Maple Leafs. So 7 teams for him and 8 for Duclair. Wow. Use translator for the previous question. Oh yeah, don't worry about that. It's understandable. You know what, man? Sometimes I don't even know how to say something in English. So you have nothing to worry about. Yeah, that's a lot of teams. Tampa getting swept after the finals 3 years in a row, and a game 6 loss would suck. Yeah, I mean, it's kind of crazy just seeing them kind of slowly. Wasn't Domi on the Panthers, but he didn't play a game? I don't think so, but correct me if I'm wrong, folks. Would I like seeing 20 minutes of 3-on-3? Um, not quite. I think 4-on-4 would be okay. That would be okay, I guess. But I would rather see like 2 overtimes could be 5-on-5, and then if it goes past that, make it 4-on-4. I don't know. Domi was never with the Panthers. Crazy downfall for the Tampa Bay Lightning. A heart attack waiting to happen. Yeah, really. 3-on-3 overtime for a whole period. I don't think that as long as these players would stop taking the puck out of the offensive zone, then yeah, there would never be a 3-on-3 game that ended or that would need 20 minutes. All of them would end before then, I think. Nick says it should never happen. I mean, I don't mind it, I don't mind overtime the current way it is. I wouldn't mind though. I wouldn't mind making it 4-on-4 after 2 periods. Shootout instead for the playoffs. Only if the goaltenders get to shoot on each other. What if the Blackhawks had Kane and Bedard? Well, Bobby Hull passed away. The Lightning have a good roster too. Who's the equivalent of Bobby Hull? Stamkos. Hard slap shot. Playoff overtime is perfect. All right. We got a good crowd here for overtime. And again, we did this earlier, guys. But if you haven't already, give me a player who you think on the Hurricanes would score the overtime winner, and give me an Islander who could score the overtime winner. I'm going with who did I say? Pajot, and I got Natchez. Wait, whoops. All right. Overtime is underway on the island. Oh, wait, whoops. There we go. All right. Face off, controlled by the Islanders. Now, I might not be watching my chat as much just because I don't want well, honestly, if you can do your best to not spoil if there's a goal because I am on a delay, I would love that. But I'll just mostly be focusing on my TV here, and on the whistle, I'll be looking at the chat, okay? All right, Pellick from behind his own net. The Hurricanes coming in hard here. And now are they able to get this clear? No, Chatfield jumps into the play. He's getting a lot of ice time tonight, Jalen Chatfield. I like seeing that. And he's trying to keep the possession alive, and he does for a fleeting moment, but this gets cleared, and yet the Hurricanes will dump it back down behind Varlamov. Stahl able to get in on the forecheck. Jarvis jumping in as he goes hard into the boards with Pollock. Somebody's in front of the net. Stahl. And Cizikas able to hold on to this. Ooh. Trying to chip it out of the zone, and he does. And it goes out to Palmieri and all the way down for Freddie Anderson. Settling this, and he turned it over for a second. Palmieri on the doorstep. Oh, and what a huge block from Burns. Otherwise, that would have been a gaff and would have been probably an empty net for Kyle Palmieri. And now an easy glove save for Anderson as Burns will hand this off, and the Hurricanes will clear, but it only goes to center ice. But Jarvis picking up a loose puck. Jarvis trying to back pass this. Kotkaniemi a shot, and it doesn't quite get through with a couple Islanders in front of Varlamov. The Islanders will come the other way with Engvall. Pierre Engvall off of a skate and out of the zone. And now Anderson settling this in Shea with the first 2 minutes gone by here. Kim's at the game. So that's why the Islanders haven't gone down just yet. Now Horvat. And the Islanders are offside. Vernon, hey, what's going on, man? Sorry about the Caps. It's been pretty rough watching them. How's Cortana? She's doing great. We always give her some exercise before we do these live streams. So that's why she's always really chill. And plus, she's always waiting for me to give her some treats, like some organic apple or some carrots. When the Canes beat them in Game 6. Oh, really? David, how you doing? We'll complete the shutout. I believe you believe in them. Let's go Canes. All right. Well, I don't think they've played their best hockey though in this series. It's been more challenging than I would have expected, even though they could have a sweep here. But I'm sure they'll wake up if they had to face the Rangers in the second round. KK at center ice dumps this down into the corner. Nason, the first one there. Chatfield pinching in. And this is cleared out of the zone. This will go for icing. Yes, just an icing, as Orlov was the closest one there. What makes it organic apples compared to regular? Well, it's just not treated with pesticides. I think it's just the Islanders' play style. I actually thought that the Hurricanes played pretty well against the Islanders in the playoffs last year. I thought New York was, I don't know, they had a little bit more jump in their game, I thought. But all right, well, they win this face-off here. And McLean off of Burns' arm, but he'll advance this into the Hurricane zone. Behind the net, Svechnikov able to pick up the loose puck. And he'll pop this one up into the neutral zone, played by a glove. And coming the other way now, Palmieri, or Fashing, I'm sorry. Nelson out there with Palmieri as well, looking for the wraparounder on the backhand, but the Canes defense converges. Gensel, Aho, and now working it to Svechnikov. He's playing on the top line instead of Jarvis. And a loose puck in the neutral zone. Fashing trying to get this back into the Hurricane zone. And now we're just playing a little patty cake here in the neutral zone. This puck goes all the way behind Varlamov as Mike Riley. Turnover, D'Angelo a shot and a pad save there from Varlamov. And now up ice, maybe a 2-on-1. Anders Lee, he comes in, he shoots, and a save from Anderson off of Nelson. Very good save. Hey, Royce. But yeah, David, I'm pulling for the Hurricanes in the playoffs. At least you got the loser point. Yeah, Brock Nelson's pretty capable still. He's like, what, a perennially at least a 30-goal scorer? But yeah, nice save by Anderson as he gets square to the shooter and covers up that little seam there on the glove side. So we got a face-off in the Hurricane zone. All right, at the point, Mike Riley, a shot, a stick save there from Anderson. Natchez, and cleared out. Riley able to seal the puck off the boards there. And Pajot, and they're trying to gain the zone, but they're offside. Lucas Reichel, Ice Hogs jersey. Yeah. So Nick, what do you think? Is he gonna become a bona fide top 6 player there for Chicago? Yeah, I am on a delay. Poor buddy Ryan. He was not the, what was that, football coach? My friend Ryan. He's supposed to come over to watch the Battle of Florida with me. All right, Hurricanes. This goes way deep into the Islanders zone, but they're the first ones there. And Horvat now will gain the Carolina zone. He pulls up in the slot. Barzell, and a nice block in front. Otherwise, Barzell would have teed up a one-timer. Natchez coming the other way with some speed. And he shoots it off of the stick of Romanov, and it goes out of play. Elimination hockey is the best. Yeah. Grab some beer for the Bruins and Leafs game. There we go. I've got a nicely stocked fridge. Ron Hainsey. That's a name I haven't heard in a while. He won a cup with the Penguins, didn't he? You think the Canes are looking slow? Vernon's going for the Avs. Boy, that power play was sizzling last night, wasn't it? He's had a rough season, but after his send down and call up, he's been showing why he could be a key player. Well, that's great to see, man. I've been anticipating his I don't want to say breaking out, but he'll, I figured he'd be part of this group here. This good core that's forming in Chicago. Sorry. Oh, and Anderson, as Pajot nearly put that in, or at least from the corner of my eye. That's what I'm assuming here. All right. Face off in the Hurricane zone. Pajot, hassled by two defenders, able to find Lee behind the net, and Orlov giving him a couple shoves, and Lee tumbles to the ground, to the ice, I should say. It's not really the ground, but Islanders able to send this back behind Anderson, and we've got 5 minutes underway here, or under our belt in overtime. Chatfield trying to rush into the zone. He'll actually fire it around the net, and the Hurricanes not able to get in on the forecheck. Fashing, and a nice read there from D'Angelo, and Varlamov will settle this for his defense. Islanders getting some fresh legs out there. And a stretch pass all the way down, bobbling behind Anderson. D'Angelo. And the Hurricanes will charge the other way. Svechnikov gets around Romanov. He looks into the crease, and whoever was defending there did a good job of tying up the attacker. Otherwise, that could have been trouble for Varlamov. Maybe a chance here off a turnover. Gensel, he'll have to spin away from the defense. Shot from the top, and a save from Varlamov with Aho battling for some net front position. And Raj says Bruins in 5. Oh boy, I don't know. I hope the Leafs can get something going here with Nylander potentially back on the ice. All right, we get a face-off in the Islanders' zone. Barzell, and controlled by the Hurricanes. At the point, a shot fought off by Varlamov and out of play off the shot from future Hall of Famer Brent Burns. He's got a Norris Trophy. Yeah, James, actually on that subject, I'm glad that I live in the States because, we don't get inundated quite as much with, Leafs media. Goldex, hello, welcome to the stream. Now we get a face-off between Pajot and I can't tell if that's I think that was Kotkaniemi, yeah. Cleared by the Hurricanes, and Slavin will send this back. Collision there at the half wall, and Pollock along the backboards trying to advance this out of the zone. Here's Martinook off the turnover, works it to the point. Burns in front. Oh, and just a little bit wide of the goal there. Oh, God, Alex almost got his wish. Or Adam, I'm sorry. We get a lot of Alex's as well, but I think it was Adam who said Burnsy was going to get the OT winner. That was close, though. Now, another stretch pass from Burns. This one goes over the stick of Martinook. Or Drury, I'm sorry. I can't quite tell. McLean couldn't quite get a stick on it. And Shea will send this the length of the ice. Riley, intercepting. A puck in the neutral zone, charging the other way is Nason. Back pass to Kotkaniemi, trying to get around Bortuzzo, and he gets taken down. A battle behind the net. Drury trying to cycle this along, but Bortuzzo the first one there. Dude, that guy's such a freaking tractor out there. He's huge. Oh, going for a shot from behind the net there. That was interesting from Kuznetsov. Come on, Kuznetsov. Redeem yourself, buddy. Orlov battling against Palmieri. Behind the net for Nason. What a really good shift the Hurricanes are putting together here. Ooh, getting a shove there from Palmieri. Retrieved by Nason. One of the goals today for Carolina. Looking for the clear there, and Chatfield able to keep it alive. Islanders getting pretty tired. Nason, and he turns it over to McLean, and the Islanders can change up here as they dodge a bullet, in my opinion. And what? Oh, but this is actually going for icing. Well, that's not good news. What state am I from? I grew up in California, but I live in Idaho now. Yeah, tight game, dude. Tight game for sure. Yeah, dude, that was. I mean, the Islanders are going to get a nice couple of deep breaths here as they have to stay out there, but they win the face-off, and they've done a good job of that tonight. And they'll finally chip it in. Good job by Palmieri And now the Hurricanes regrouping. Burns and all the way down behind Varlamov. Pollock couldn't quite chip it out of the zone, but Horvat able to get that cleared. Burns sending it again around Varlamov. Pollock, and now behind the net. A couple of Hurricanes trying to converge on the puck. Barzal, a soft little backhander over to Horvat. A couple of numbers there for the Hurricanes, or excuse me, the Islanders. And now Anderson settling it for Bernsey. Svechnikov on the wing, gaining the Islanders zone. Here's Gensel. Waiting for the point, a shot and blocked. And then off the rebound, Aho. It worked the point, a shot. D'Angelo sends it wide. A little bit of net from presence there from Svechnikov. Islanders looking for the clear there. It's held in by D'Angelo. Man, the Hurricanes do such a good job of that. And an easy cover up there for Varlamov with the Hurricanes threatening some more here with 10:54 remaining in overtime, in the first overtime. Oh, Maple, you go to University of. Wait, well, at the University of Idaho, there was something like that too in Moscow. But yeah, that must have been terrifying, dude. All right, face off in the Islanders zone, and they'll gain it here with Lee coming up ice to center ice. Here he is, Lee. Oh, and a pad save there from Anderson. D'Angelo, and cleared out for Stahl, and now coming the other way, Shea with Jarvis. Jarvis comes in, shoots, and Varlamov had to look back, but he's got it. Woo! We have two Ahos in this game. No, I don't. I think that the other Aho for the Islanders is not playing. I haven't seen him out there. Deer Lake? Where's Deer Lake? I don't know my own state very well. Oh, there's Deer Lake, Washington. Okay. Yeah, north of Spokane. That's right. Shoot. Oh, but in Newfoundland, that's funny. Newfoundland. Whoa. Shipping costs for a t-shirt will be pretty steep. I might need Brent Burns to maybe just assist on the overtime winner. All right. Behind the Islanders net. And man, nice job from Chatfield jumping into the play. He's had a really good game. Again, like, dude, that guy is at least a second pairing defenseman on just about every other NHL team. All right, Hurricanes regrouping. Turned over to Fashing. And Nelson getting it into the Hurricane zone. But Carolina will regroup. Natchez getting into the Islanders zone. He'll send it around the net. Martinook, who had his own playoff heroics last year. And they'll take it from behind the net. Martinook working it over to KK. A shot. Pad save Varlamov. A shot from the point. And now from behind the net, KK. Martinook, a shot immediately blocked by Horvat. And Barzal will hold on to it for just a second. And we'll get a change in personnel. Maybe a bad change for the Hurricanes. Dumped in by Barzal into the corner for Cizikas. Behind the net. Orlov able to... Oh, well, we got a puck out of play here. 9:15 remaining in the overtime period. Give Cortana a treat. I thought you said... I can't remember if you said single overtime or double overtime. But, I mean, Cortana has lots of treats remaining. So, here you go, girl. Whoop. Good catch, girl. Look at that. Your buddy lives in Liberty Lake? Yeah, that's one of my favorite places to hike. There's a great park over there. Not only is Sergachev playing, oh, great. I love seeing that. Love seeing that. That's great news. Chatfield has been very noticeable. Yeah. I want him to stick around no matter what, though. All right, everybody. Well, I appreciate everybody hanging out, whether you're just popping in to say hello or have been sticking around for all 3+ hours we've been live here. hopefully we'll do this again soon. Probably Tuesday. I can see myself getting back on the mic Tuesday. Monday, maybe. It's a little iffy. Got to make sure I'm also doing video stuff. So, in addition to these live streams. I guess there was a timeout on the bench here because Barzell's chilling with the iPad. Cortana, you want your overtime winner, don't you? All right, so this face-off is in the Carolina zone. Barzell playing Angry Birds. Or going on Bet US. All right, Pajot in the circle. The ref taking his sweet time. And we're underway from the Hurricane zone, controlled by the Islanders. Out at the point, Pelech. At the half wall, Pajot works it to the point. A shot a little wide of the net. Pajot on the rebound, trying to stuff it home. Couldn't quite get the right angle on that shot. And a bobbling puck, which will go all the way for icing. So we'll get another face-off in the Hurricanes zone. No, that's fine, Rick. Don't worry about that, man. That's fun. It's fun doing stuff like that. Awesome. The second best D-man on Tampa will, returning to the lineup. Yeah, I think somebody said that he's actually in the starting lineup today, Sergachev, which is, that's wonderful news. Even if the Lightning were to lose, I'm happy to see Sergachev getting back on the ice. Because, that's a horrible injury to have to overcome. All right, Aho battling Pelech behind the Islanders' net. Down goes a Hurricane as Cizikas will chip this around for Pelech. And Pelech almost losing it to Svechnikov and out of the Islanders' zone. Retrieved by Burns and a little touch there from the stick of a Hurricane to get this down behind the Islanders' net. Who do I got? If Nylander plays, I'll take Toronto. Orlov. And now handing it off to Chatfield. His pass is blocked. And yet Jarvis able to send this around the net. Nelson jumps on it. Takes a hit from Orlov. And a shot ends. Varlamov the save. Still alive. Here is Jarvis. Takes a shove from Riley. Able to skadoosh it around the net. Just trying to say something different than send. A shot from Chatfield. Can't quite get through the traffic. I need my Mike Emmerich vocabulary. All right, back the other way comes Barzell. Some good back check there from Jarvis. Barzell still hanging on to it, trying to get around Chatfield. Oh, a chance there. Nelson, almost a chance to stuff it home. And now behind the net, Orlov. It ends up on the stick of Engvall. And Fashing, and a good double team there to support Orlov. Hurricanes getting the clear, but that's about it. And now the Islanders will change up as they will send this down to Anderson to play. Orlov takes a hit. Hurricanes skating this out of the zone. Here comes Necas. Martin Necas. And a good back check there from Engvall. We're down to under 7 now here in that overtime stanza. All right, Anderson touching this over to Orlov. And at the top of the zone, a shot. Oh, I saw that there. Yeah, 94 miles per hour. Pelech. And it will deflect out of play with 6:38 left. Oh, Cody, we can have some big audiences on this channel. At the trade deadline last year, we had at one point 495 concurrent viewers when Tyler Bertuzzi got traded from the Red Wings to the Bruins. How about that? Double OT, please no. It could, though. Yeah, I agree, Mike. I think that's cool that they have that. And sometimes you'll see little names above the players, right? Like on the power play. 36-30, the Hurricanes outshooting the Islanders. And they'll get the clear here, but Nelson able to touch this over to McLean as the Islanders will come up ice once again. Teravainen trying to get this out of the zone. Well, I should say it's really Shea at this point. So we have a battle just in front of the Islanders bench. Nobody really moving at all. Some whacks and some kicks at the puck. Still alive and now out of the Hurricane zone. It's center ice Pelech. Around the Hurricanes net it goes. Teravainen, nice little touch pass. He was about to get blown up there. D'Angelo, a stretch pass to nobody. That's why he's usually a scratch. Oh no. I don't want multiple overtimes. I'm freaking hungry for one. And my friend was supposed to already have come over. Yeah, it's 2:10 now. Oh my God. There's got to be a lucky bounce somewhere. Yes. At this point, I don't care who it's from or who it benefits. Whom it benefits. Agent Shadow, come on, Canes. Come on, Schwartz. All right, a face-off in the Hurricane zone. D'Angelo controlling it and turning it over immediately, but Anderson was alert and seeing that shot immediately from Horvat and poked out of the zone by Stahl, a Selke Trophy finalist. Barzal, tough collision there with Svechnikov, and they kind of get tied up after the play. Burns, nice little touch play in the neutral zone for the Hurricanes to gain the Islanders zone, but a convergence of blue jerseys, and now Burns will just slap this around as Barzal hands it off to Romanov. Retrieving this is Slavin. And now from center ice, here is Aho, waiting for the troops to arrive. Sebastian Aho going around the net, looking for a teammate, hanging onto it, handing off to Svechnikov. He had somebody out in front. Nice little block pass there. Chatfield, and now Shea. Orlov, excuse me, he's playing with Chatfield. And then Gensel goes down, nearly taking down Barzal. That could have been bad. We're down to 4:44 left here in the overtime. 5 overtime game between Columbus and Tampa. I know, right? When Korpisalo said, Jonas Korpisalo has the record for most saves in a playoff game with like 86 or something. Orlov, a slap shot, and fought off by the blocker of Varlamov. That coming in at 93 miles per hour. Now Engvall on the wing to Nelson. Around the net and scooped up, I believe, by Kokaniemi. Charging ahead is D'Angelo. On the wing for Nason, cross ice. He's got a teammate. Not a good pass, though. And an easy save from the wing into the glove of Varlamov. Who's going to win, says David. So my bracket's about to just get destroyed. I had Jets over Lightning. Yeah, I know. It's not 2018. So my preseason cup pick, though, was Avalanche over Hurricanes. That's at least somewhat feasible. Tampa game has already started. Damn it, I feel so bad for my friend. Ryan. All right. Martinuk trying to find the point. Worked over to the other point where Burns is. Onto the wing for Natchez. A shot and a save from Varlamov. Palmieri. And here he comes. He's got a chance. He'll take it behind the net. Palmieri! And I don't know if Anderson got a piece off the rebound. Trying to stuff it home was Fashing. And Anderson able to read that. Oh, boy. That escalated quickly. Center ice. Cizikas able to chip it in deep. Orlov. Oh, nearly turning it over behind the net. And now Chatfield. And a good read in the neutral zone there from Nelson. Anderson. A lengthy pass into the neutral zone. And here comes Teravainen. He doesn't see the back checker, Barzal. And now, from center ice, Barzal hands it off to the wing where Dobson is. And did he get hooked? No, it's offside. I just from that angle, it looked like Stahl or somebody hooked him. This is the best you've seen Freddie play. Yeah, he's been largely on top of his game tonight. Lou must hate the playoffs because, yeah, he's like, you guys got to get bounced in the first round. I don't want to see those beards of yours. Which is funny because didn't the Islanders actually start the tradition of playoff beards? I thought it was them. Freddie been sharp. Yeah, he looks good, man. He looks good. All right, face off going all the way down to the goal line for the Islanders. Yeah, it was the Islanders. Thank you, Nick, for the confirmation there. Now Engvall in the Carolina corner. Aho trying to get this clear, and a puck that popped up in the air and went somewhere out of play. The faceoff will be in the Carolina zone, or at least that's what the linesman is signaling. Thanks, David. Much appreciated. Oh, shit. With my stomach growling as much as it is, I think I need to give myself a gold treat. I get a carrot. I think I caught up to the live. Oh, that's good. Pellick around the net, but Slavin intercepts. Bobbling puck that doesn't quite get into the Islanders' zone. And now Slavin with time and 2:20 left here in the first overtime. Handing this off to Natchez. A shot and a save by Varlamov. If Burns scores, yeah, that's perfect, Adam. That's perfect. Or an email, either way. When there's a commercial break, oh yeah, that's right. Jerky time. Shoot, I wish I had human jerky. Here, Cortana, have another treat. Good catch, girl. Oh, thanks, man. I appreciate that's wonderful. I appreciate that. Slick Nick, what's going on? I've got 2:15 as they're about to drop the puck. Instagram. Okay, cool. Down to 205 and 207. And this is going to go for icing. So the Hurricanes will get a face off in the Islanders zone. But yeah, we're underway from Amalie Arena in Tampa. The first 2 minutes and 40 seconds underway. Slick Nick. I like it, man. We have many a Nick joining us in the chat, including yours truly. Now, Natchez almost had a handle on that. And a Hurricanes player almost went into his own bench. That was interesting. Ooh, big hit in the corner there on D'Angelo. And now from center ice, Kotkaniemi looking for somebody to support him here, but Nelson in his own corner. Over to to Dobson. Martinuk trying to pry the puck loose from him. This is behind the Islanders' goal. Some traffic out in front. A shot. Oh, and Kotkaniemi almost had a good look at that one. He'll hang on to it. Play it over to Chatfield. Chatfield is shot. Fought off by Varlamov. Off the rebound. Hurricanes trying to make some magic here with a $1.25 left. A battle in the corner. Dobson just kind of ragging the puck here. Stahl. And out in front, and Varlamov covers up with Martinuk breathing down his neck, and he and McLean exchange pleasantries. It's been your nickname since first grade. I love it, man. Sports Geeks, hey, welcome back. Human nice, Dean. Now sometimes people get desperate. I've had one time I want to say I had ostrich or emu jerky that was really good. Oh boy, come on, $1.11. Come on, Hurricanes. Right off the face-off, baby. Burnsy from the point. Pollock. Cleared. And now touched over to Barzell. A shot, Horvat. And he's denied by Anderson, who covers up. Oh, Chance, you must be chomping at the bit for your game to get underway. Deer jerky smacks, yeah. My so growing up, my grandfather would actually make his own deer jerky, and it was the best dried meat I will ever have. Bo Horvat Islanders get a face off in the Kane zone here. Controlled for Burns. Shovels this Down the ice a little bit, and Jarvis trying to pry this from Pellick, and ooh, he almost got called for a penalty. Now it's center ice. A stretch pass. Here's Sezikis around Anderson. Slavin looking for his partner Burns, and he'll put one off the boards out of the zone. And now he'll field one from his own faceoff circle. And down for Varlamov. Riley, and looks like we might have another overtime coming up here, fellas. Engvall, or maybe does he have something else in mind? Cross ice pass. Sezikis. Getting it out to the point. Pellick a shot, and wide of the net, off the glass. Pageau. Orlov. Final 10 seconds. Pellick a shot. A tie up behind the net, and Lee trying to extend the play. Engvall taking a shot there from D'Angelo. And we are going to a second overtime and a high sticking. And that looked a little bit like a borderline embellishment from Lee there. Either that or he looked like an NPC from like GoldenEye or something. But we'll see if this is going to be a high sticking. It might have been after the whistle, just inadvertently. But yes, a nice scrum, Mr. Bennett. A nice scrum. Kyle McLean played for the Junior Canes. I didn't know that. Double OT, baby. Oh, that could be a. We'll see if there's any sort of penalty here. Because there could be roughings. There could be an extra penalty on the Hurricanes. Who knows, man? Quizá. All right, I gotta text my friend. For the rest of the Tampa game. And maybe, yeah. Oh, there are a lot of F-bombs that the microphones are picking up right now. Islanders trying to keep those brooms in the closet. Might as well have the Lightning game on as well. Yeah. Let's see what the official ends up with. Are they going to make a call on this, or they're still trying to get a confirmation? No, they didn't. They didn't tell us what the calls are. Oh well. So yeah, we're at intermission. Hey now, first overtime intermission, and I appreciate all these people sticking around. I see about 60 on YouTube. That's wonderful. Oh boy. You need to stretch here. Cortana, do you need a pee break, girl? Seguro, what's going on? Islanders are now in OT2 and have the best OT playoff record in the NHL. Well, the Panthers have, I think, a 7-game winning streak in overtime, something like that, that they're riding. Vader Sports, what's going on? Another Nick. Lots of Nicks. We love it. Toria, hey, what's going on? Go Capitals, right? Oh, I might need to get a start on my beers though. You know what? We're going into double overtime. We're gonna be live for like 3 hours and 40 minutes at least. So I need to get myself a beer. Beer run for Nick, okay? And by that I just have to get it out of my fridge. All right. Watch. Oh, Well, yeah, when you're talking nonstop like this, you sometimes need to you need a little bit of a lubricant, right? Oreo ice cap. Ooh, that sounds good. What's what's up, doggy? You gonna make some content for us? Exactly. Well, you know what? Cortana does more than just help me with my content. Cortana is the face of Twisted Wrister Hockey, and you can get her on a pint glass, a coffee mug, a t-shirt, a sweatshirt, you name it, we got it. Okay. So check out our merch store if you want to support our channel and grab yourself any sort of awesome item you can find in there, stickers, tumblers, what you name it. Because we've got our logo recolored for every NHL team. Islanders, we even have an Islanders fisherman logo, but this one you see right here, Minnesota North Stars colors. So yes, score some merch. Cheyenne, what's going on? Anders Lee, the double overtime goal. That would, he's had a pretty good game. I've liked what I've seen so far. He's been kind of around the net or around the puck during their best quality chances. Yes, we'll pour. Ah, yes, one of the great sounds, of course. A W promo. I'm so tired. I did a terrible job with that, in my opinion. Yes, best way to pour a beer is straight down. Will this start 4-on-4? I don't know. I didn't get the official ruling, Cheyenne. I don't know if that has been recorded on NHL.com either. I'll take a look. Let's see here. Oh, by the way, the Lightning, Steven Stamkos, his fourth of the series already. That's big for the captain. But did we get a penalty at the end there? Yeah, it's going to be 4-on-4. Correct. It was roughings assessed to Pellick and Gensel. What am I doing after this? Oh, what am I going to eat after this? I mean, I got a whole big old container of guacamole in the fridge. A moose head. There you go. It will be 4-on-4. Nice. Tipsy last game. Oh, dude. And this is just the first round, Jason. Just the first round. You could hear the players cursing. I know, right? There were definitely a couple of hot mics there. Who's Cortana going for? Great question. So Cortana's favorite team in the East is the Islanders. So I hate to upset her like this, but she'll be fine with the Hurricanes. Eventually, she'll be okay with that. Two roughings. Yeah, yeah, 4-on-4, exactly. Favorite beer? I mean, my favorite beer style is probably an imperial porter or an imperial stout. What I'm drinking right here is a very warped stout. um, the flagship beer or the flagship brand is called Irish Death. I think it's brewed here in. Is it brewed in Idaho? I think it is. Yeah. Oh no, Ellensburg, Washington. That's a little bit outside of the Seattle area. But yeah, this is called Tiramisu Death. Should be interesting. Guinness, Alex. Nice. I do enjoy Guinness. I sort of had a Guinness last weekend. How do I know her favorite team? I mean, so when I would do predictions videos, sometimes I have Cortana give her predictions, and she always has the Islanders making a deep run. Five nicks in the chat. We could call it a nickel. That's a pretty good one. Barzell, he's going to be sent to Russia or China. I couldn't see. It's a red flag. Probably because I thought the Soviet Union. Yeah, China probably. All right, cool. I think I'm caught up on comments for the most part. Oh boy. All right. Bruins and Leafs predictions. 2-point game for William Nylander. Leafs win. How about that, Connor? All right. Cheers, everybody. Oh, not bad. Not bad. I like that. Nylander's back. I saw on NHL.com he was likely to play today. So that's what I got for you. Barzell's gonna be sent anywhere. I think that Barzell's been good though in this game. It would be a 2-point game for Nylander. Yeah, yeah. Ah. Mm. when you're sitting like this, you got to make sure to shake it out once in a while, get up and that sort of thing. Well, I mean, I want the Hurricanes to win the Stanley Cup. That's exactly what I was thinking as soon as the previous year started. So they've really solidified themselves as my second favorite team. But I'd be cool with Florida. I would love to see that. I'd like to see a team that hasn't won a Stanley Cup. Whether that's Vancouver or Winnipeg or Nashville. Yeah, the glass does make it taste better for sure. Canes for the cup. Boo! It's okay. The Canucks have a while until they have to face them in the final. Just make sure you're oh yeah, you're in Edmonton, so you don't have to worry about anything happening if the Canucks lose the Stanley Cup. Who do I not want to win? You're not the only one who's asked that, but I like to say I'm a San Jose Sharks fan, so I think that gives you a decent idea. Oh, you're gonna pick up some pizza? I love pizza. You don't want to miss the game-winning goal. Well, hurry on up then. Actually, I don't think these teams want this to end anytime soon. Oh boy. Doesn't want the Kings to win. Yeah, Lamley got that right. Not the only team, but yeah. Bruins, Brady Goat. Now in previous years, I'd be like, I don't want the Bruins to win. I'd be all crusty about them. I don't care now. If they win, good on them. I have no problem with that. Predators, would love to see that. Yeah, Connor's right too. Yeah, I'm a Sharks fan, so there you go. Pizza and Bear, quite good. Oilers are good. The only time I was never an Oilers fan, or when I was salty about the Oilers, was back in 2006 when Rafi Torres elbowed Milan Mahalik at center ice, and I was at that game. And then the Oilers won 4 straight against San Jose, and got a game. They were a game 7 away from winning the Stanley Cup. It was an incredible run. Do I hate the Ducks? Once the Ducks get good again, I probably will. But that had its place in time, and that's kind of past, I think. You hate the Oilers, Liana? Just not the Canucks or Leafs? I wouldn't mind seeing a rematch of Bruins versus Canucks. I was so happy when the Bruins won in 2011 because the Canucks knocked out the Sharks. But I'd cheer for Vancouver. That'd be cool. Would I take Bob over Vasilevsky right now? I would, not by a huge margin, but I would. But that wouldn't last for very long because Bobrovsky's 35, right? He'll eventually, Father Time will get the best of him. When will the Ducks actually get good? Yeah, like, could they be a spoiler team or a team to possibly make a wild card in like 2 years? Maybe so. I forgot to say, Lukasz Dostal is a promising goaltender, and they've got all sorts of young talent. So I think if we look at like 2026 or 27, that's when we can probably see them back in the playoffs. Rangers are exciting. Yeah, they're just putting on a clinic. Jim, how you doing? Jim, how are you now? The Ducks went into a nosedive this year. Yeah. I keep waiting for them to take a step forward, and they just won't do it. So I always semi-jokingly say that like they should be investigated for completely like intentionally tanking. The Sharks are just horrible. That's not tanking. They're just that bad. But yeah, they have Leo Carlson, Cutter Gauthier, Mason McTavish, Pavel Mintyukov, Olin Zellweger, right? They have Mintyukov, right? That's their guy. Like they got some great young talents there. You were salty about the Oilers when they won in 2 out of 3 years. Yeah, with Gretzky 1 year and 1 without him, right? Bill Ranford was their other goalie. Oh, I didn't even know that. Yeah, I wasn't watching hockey back then. I was just a wee lad, if that. Oh, Lightning score again. Brandon Hagel, 2-0 Bolts. Oh. McTavish is that boy. Yeah, I actually really like McTavish. I think he'll be the next captain of the Ducks. Hagel's freaking good. Yeah, he's really developed quite well for them. Dumba, nice job tying up Lewosterian, and otherwise that could have been a 1-1 game. But yeah, let's take a look at that sequence again there. Hagel brought it into the slot. I mean, Bob, I don't think Bob was screened. Oh, excuse me. Who's the most dirty NHL team? The Broad Street Bullies? I don't know. I don't see the Panthers being quite as dirty as everybody else does. But there aren't really, I don't think there are like dirty teams. You know, the Lightning used to have some goons on their team. They used to be very goony. The Rangers they can goon it up with Rempe out there. Capitals. I mean, what else can the Capitals do right now? Unfortunately, Kucherov is the best player in the league. I mean, if he wins the MVP, I won't complain one bit. If McKinnon wins it, I won't complain one bit. I think it really should just come down to those two players. Yeah, you don't know what version of him you're going to get. I mean, yeah, with that goal, maybe so. I think that Bob's been really good though ever since like down the stretch. Looking at like last season, he's been really good. You know, goaltenders are going to have their slumps, and Bob, he's rebounded, I thought, pretty quickly in those moments. McDavid will still find a way to get it. I think if he would have won the Art Ross, I would say that you're probably right. But since Cooch won it, he had 100 assists as a winger. That's never happened before. So it's kind of hard for me to imagine that it wouldn't be either Cooch or it wouldn't be McKinnon. That was a perfect shot. Guys you hate unless they're on your favorite team. Yeah, I mean, oh boy. I mean, as a Sharks fan, there's a bunch of guys on the Golden Knights, I would say for sure. But yeah, there are certain players like that, like Garnet Hathaway. You know, maybe not so much anymore, but like that guy used to be a great sort of agitator, and it's like I could see why people would hate him, but like if he's on your team, you love him. Marchand, the thing is that Marchand's like the Draymond Green of the NHL. You actually will get pissed at him for doing things he shouldn't be doing at the time. He's controlled that better as his career has matured, though. Eric, how you doing, man? All right, here we go. We're gonna get started with double overtime, baby. Woo woo! Who's gonna score, man? I've got Natchez for Carolina, or I've got that's right, Cortana. We've got Natchez for Carolina, or I got Pageau getting another one for the Islanders. Just please make this end. I'm supposed to be hanging out with my friend right now, but he was going to come over to my house. And don't forget, Clutterbuck can be dirty. I always like Clutterbuck, but yeah, I've heard, Stahl and Varlamov covering up. Just remember, guys, if you can, please no spoilers. Please no spoilers. My broadcast might be behind yours. You never know. Don't worry. If you spoil, I won't kick you out. I'll give you a death stare. You want to buy some death sticks? All right. Islanders controlling this face-off. They've really won a lot of those tonight. Engvall handing it off. And, nearly a tripping to Burns there. Engvall at the goal line. Pageau gets tied up. And Teravainen, he'll shovel this one up in the air. Batted by Romanov. And now here's Slavin with time. Or Shea, excuse me. And now on the wing here, here's Aho. Varlamov playing this over to Pollock. And all the way down, this is going to be an icing to the Islanders, excuse me. False spoilers. Yeah, if somebody spoils, just like put something else in the chat. If you spoil it, you're weird. You're just being a bit of a dingus. There we go. All right, Tori, be safe, please. 2.5 hours until the puck drops in Rockford. Why is my stream running on a delay? I don't have a cable package. I'm doing this through Sling TV. And there's a reason why it's the cheapest streaming service for the most part. All right, here come the Hurricanes. Here comes Aho trying to get around Pollock. Aho's been kind of quiet tonight, and he got tripped up. I'm surprised that didn't get called. I've been trying to be as objective and neutral about everything, but I'm kind of surprised that wasn't a call. But anyway, play goes on. You got to really be doing something wrong. Ooh, did that go off the net? Oh, he scores Bortuzzo! It's over! And the Islanders survive. Didn't I say that earlier? I was like, oh yeah, what if Bortuzzo scored? Now, let's, I just want to make sure that there's no review or anything like that. I understand if you're going to peace out, but before you do, please do hit the thumbs up. I'm going to hang out for just a moment here. Right, they're going to, are the officials going to review this? I mean, I'm sure it's a good goal. That's why I love the playoffs, man. It's like Bortuzzo, of all players. That got redirected from a hurricane right at the point, though. Looks like that went off of Nason, at least from what I see here. What would be the challenge, though? Yeah, that's just found a seam through under the arm of Freddie Anderson. Yeah, I don't see how this would be overturned for anything, unless it were like offside. Yeah, this went off a couple people. It might have been Barzell, actually. He might have gotten a stick on that. 3-0 Lightning. Oh, boy. No, Eric. We need good vibes. We need good vibes. All right, well, we're not getting a sweep here today. That's good. Yeah, Barzell was celebrating like he scored. I think it's going to be Barzell's goal. All right, Adam. We'll see you around for the next one. Yeah, really good game. At least it ended early in double overtime. Oh wait, what? Wait, I gotta update this to say final. But yeah, that's the final from UBS Arena. But thanks so much for hanging out. Just again, make sure you hit the thumbs up before I bounce out here, which is going to be in like 30 seconds here. When's the next stream? Look out for Tuesday for Canucks and Predators. I haven't done that yet. Monday is an option as well. I haven't finalized that yet, though. All right. So, yeah, thanks so much for hanging out with us, guys. We'll be having more streams, and definitely we're going to get back into videos on the channel here too. So, yeah, hopefully we can see you around for that. And Kurt, there you go, man. All right, we'll catch you later, guys. Thanks so much, and have a great rest of your day watching hockey or doing whatever it is you're about to do.